welcome to our View at Home Hot Wheels Legends Tour Grand Finale, hosted at Jay Leno's Garage, presented by Mobile One. I'm Jared Dienda. I'm super excited to be here. I've heard about this place, the folklore, it's true. There are way too many cars to count and so many stories to be told. The story we're telling tonight is we're celebrating Hot Wheels because 3 years ago, celebrating 50 years of Hot Wheels, the Hot Wheels Legends Tour got put together. Well, come 2020, we're crowning another champion here, and that car will be immortalized as a 1/64th die-cast vehicle. Also, we'll join the alumni of being in the Hot Wheels Legends Garage. So, bragging rights, a die-cast, and again, being part of these infamous vehicles. So, we have some special guests, we got some judges, also 13 finalists. Well, 12 actual stop winners, and then you, the fans, actually picked a Mobile One fan favorite, because at every stop we had a Mobile One fan favorite pick, and then we culminated all those together, and courtesy of IG, aka Instagram, at Hot Wheels Official, you guys got to pick who joins those 12 finalists. So we have 13 overall finalists fighting to be the Hot Wheels Legends 2020 winner and be immortalized as a Hot Wheels die-cast. So we're here at Jay Leno's Garage. We're gonna party, we're gonna have some fun. Special guests, if you're tuning in, you're a car fan, you're a petrol head, I mean, whatever it may be, you're here and we're gonna have some fun. So we are at Jay Leno's Garage, and Jay, where are you? Oh, well, here we go. Oh, look at this. Or, you could barely hear this thing. Come on, come right up here.
There you go.
Oh, right up front. Thank you, sir. I'll take the keys.
My friend.
Oh, good to see you. And of course, this Mach-E, I could barely hear the thing. It's in whisper mode. Give me some knucks here.
You shouldn't be able to hear it. It doesn't make any noise at all. That's the new electric Mustang. It's good. It's fast. On December 7th, I'm going to have a test of it on my garage, on Jay Leno's Garage with the president and CEO. But I thought I'd bring it by just to give you a taste. It's actually very cool. I mean, it's as fast as any Mustang you can produce.
Right, and there's rumors of a GT.
There is. It's not a rumor. I've been in the GT, or maybe I'm blowing that. But but it's pretty cool. In fact, there's a Mach-E 1400 that's 1,400 horsepower.
Yep.
We're going to have that here as well. That it's a drift car to prove that electrics can drift just with the best of them.
RTR, ready to rock. Von Gittin Jr. and his team, 14 horsepower, 5 engines, but this Mach-E, and it's, again, a Mustang. Got the nice curves. It's a great addition to the Mustang family.
Cool.
Well, thanks for joining us here, and I'm really excited because we're going to have some other special guests here as well. But let's take a look overall at what we're going to see, because we have, and before we meet our judges, this is where you're going to be seeing the run of show, preview of the finalist cars, judging criteria. So basically we've been talking about it all year. So, and then we're going to be seeing our finalist cars part 1. Then we have a special guest. You might know him as the Stig, Ben Collins, and just finished his 3rd book about Aston Martin. Finalist cars part 2. Then we're going to go into, I wouldn't say one of the youngest fans, because we start right out of the womb, right? PAXTON'S Booth, he's joining us. Finalist cars part 3. Then we go on to our Mobile One special guest. The former NASCAR driver Tony Stewart, aka Smoke, will be joining us. Finalist cars part 4. Then we find out what the judges' picks are. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna tabulate all those, but before that, Jay, this is his house. So rightfully so, we're gonna give him an opportunity to pick his favorite car out of the 13. That's for bragging rights, right? I mean, Jay Leno has a bunch of cars. So if he picks your car, you know you're bestowed. You might be knighted. I think you might get knighthood.
Yeah, that's what it is. Knighthood. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
All right, and then we will finally find out who our Legends Tour winner is. So, man, moving right along, let's go and introduce you to our judges. Again, I'm Jared Dienda. I'm super excited to be here. Overall, I got my trusty handy dandy clipboard here, and Jay, man, I mean it's pretty cool, right? Just having the Hot Wheels.
It is. Well, it's fun because they're all real cars. You know, I hate sometimes when people send in a sketch or a drawing. Well, not anybody can do that, but to make something that actually rolls, explodes, makes noise, does all the things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean that's
sensory overload.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a Hot Wheels version of a real car that actually exists. That's what I like. It's not some dream made up thing.
That's right. All right. Let's introduce our judges here. Kicking things off, we have 2 Hot Wheels designers, and this one in particular, global head of design for Hot Wheels, and he's a passionate Porsche guy, Mr. Ted Wu. Ted,
how's it going, man?
Good, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I mean, you're part of the Hot Wheels family. How important is Legends to the whole Hot Wheels brand and what's going on?
This is huge. I mean, to see the passion we've seen this year, to see sort of the builders, people with the same car enthusiasm that we do. Super cool. Super happy to be here. Jay, thank you for having us.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, let's let's move on down. And does this man need any introduction? I mean, he's got 2 G's in his name. He is double G, but I'm going to list it off. 7 platinum albums, 17 Grammy nominations, and 35 million albums sold worldwide. Say hello to the Dogfather, Snoop D-O-double-G in the building. Oof, man, so sick.
What up with it, loved one?
Oh man, get all in there, man. You know, when you're here, you're showing up. You see, this is the first time to Jay Leno's Garage.
My first time coming, man, and Jay got 100,000 more cars than me.
So how cool would it be to have one of your vehicles as a Hot Wheel?
Man, now see, that would be a dream come true, because I'm a Hot Wheels kid, a big Hot Wheels kid. I played with Hot Wheels as a kid, and I still play with them right now as a grown kid.
Yeah, and of course you got Ted Wu right next to you, man.
Whoa, whoa.
So that's the man to talk to. All right, he is bigger than life. I love this dude. He showed up and he flexed, man. He brought his own Volkswagen Safari van in here, and I love it. So say hello to the comedian, TV personality, and look out for his new Netflix special. It is Gabe Fluffy Iglesias. What's up, homeboy? And hey, you know what? I understand you're a fan. What's on your shirt there?
Oh, hey, they said to wear something that you can clear on TV, so I figured I'd be safe wearing a little Snoop D-O-double-G right here.
Right? No, it's number one fit. You're clear.
Yeah, I put on the shirt. It doesn't say Snoop anymore. It's like Snoopy does. It's stretched out.
Right. Hey, Fluffy, thanks for joining us, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Gabe. All right, moving right along. This girl, I mean, look at this. She's been doing stunts for 7 years. I'm absolutely blown away. Her Instagram handle is helmet hair. I like that too, because she's wearing a helmet. She's a stunt girl, and I like the flex yesterday. Bree Lynch.
How's it going?
Good. I like the flex yesterday. You said, hey, Dad, tomorrow I'm going to be hanging out with Snoop at Jay Leno's Garage. I said, what? Right? Was he kind of jelly?
Yeah, he was a little bit jealous. He wishes he could be here, but I'm here. So
That's good. That's right.
She can drive.
And she,
oh, man.
Right?
Oh, yeah, we did some stunts with her, flipped the car. I mean, amazing, just amazing stuff.
Yeah. Wow, and that's saying a lot, man. You don't get scared easily.
Well, she's a better driver than I am, I'll tell you that.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh.
I flip cars too, but accidentally. She does it on purpose.
Right? Oh, that's awesome. All right, last but definitely not least, like I said, the duo of Hot Wheels designers. He is Hot Wheels design director and creator of so many iconic vehicles in the Hot Wheels lineup, also the character car lineup. Say hello to Brian Benedict.
Hey, good to see you, man.
What's up, man? All right, so, I mean, we've seen the vehicles digitally. We have seen them. They're over there, side stage. But how do these vehicles compare to previous years? And also, how difficult a job do you guys and gal have?
Yeah, I mean, we've got an amazing crop of vehicles this year. There's some pretty sick stuff. So I'm really excited, but I'm really nervous too, because it's going to be hard to pick a winner out of this bunch.
Right? I mean,
so many good ones.
The broad gamut, you know,
Yeah.
from custom to this to that to race to lower top. I mean, all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And man, we couldn't ask for a better place to host this. Thank you so much, Jay.
Oh,
I
no problem,
really
you guys. It's an honor to have you all here.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's
So I'm
awesome.
staying for the week. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
deal,
You could
thanks.
grab a seat. All right. Round of applause for our judges. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. So, love the Mach-E, and from what I understand, Jay, 0 to 60 mid 3 seconds. That's going to be that's a supercar.
Yeah, I mean, electricity has got the torque. I mean,
Right.
you know, they're fast. They're
Instantaneous. So, of course, it wouldn't be the Hot Wheels Legends Tour without our partner, Walmart. So thank you to Walmart for all their support from day one. So, and if you haven't already, go to walmart.com/Hot Wheels. You can pick up, like I'm picking up, some Mobil 1 oil, pick up some Hot Wheels Legends gear. You can pick up, of course, some Hot Wheels. But if you build your own bundle at walmart.com/Hot Wheels, you can actually pick up a Volkswagen Sun Again, which is designed by the iconic Hot Wheels designer, Larry Wood. So go to hotwheels.com/Hot Wheels, build your bundle, build the goods, find some Hot Wheels, and especially that exclusive Sun Again. So let's take a quick look at all 13 of our vehicles. All right, judges, so this is just a quick little teaser. It's like, all right, let's take a look at what we're gonna see. So we got the whole Camino. I mean, that's just sitting side stage.
Yeah.
DiscoVette, what do you think of that? I mean,
Sick.
Scorp Ion, I mean, that screams Hot Wheels. Go and chime in. Brian, I won't fit in that car, so I'm out on that one.
Trans Am?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Fluffy,
I love
that's all
Volkswagen.
you. That's all you, man. That looks like you. It's adorable. Look at that thing. Oh, the Apache, this Volkswagen. This is from south of the border. Look at that. I mean, that thing, we'll get into that. That one's in the build. This one, okay. There's an interesting one about that car. Okay.
Herbie Love Bug. on
Yeah, but
steroids.
it's the more savage cousin, actually, because it's a
Right.
mini. And then look, that came all the way from Malaysia. So, here is our judging criteria, okay? Paying attention. Gabe, Snoop, Ted, Jay, Bree, and Brian. Here we go. Authenticity, creativity, garage spirit. Authenticity, does it look like a Hot Wheel? You know, you look at something and go like, man, look at those arches, look at the blower sticking out of the hood. Creativity, you know, that's basically, does it stand out from the rest? Does it have the X factor? I mean, Hot Wheels is the largest automotive manufacturer. They've made 25,000 vehicles over the years. And then last but not least, garage spirit. For me, it's built, not bought. You know what I mean? It's cool to buy a car already done, but don't you enjoy the process?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So, oh, here it comes. I told you. Here we go. Here's our first car. Now, this vehicle came all the way from Minnesota. All right, so this vehicle, I had an opportunity to talk with the owner, and look at this thing. I mean, this screams Hot Wheels. Jay, you were talking about the blower yesterday, but you know what? Before we jump into it, before we break down.
El Camino?
Yeah, man. Here we go. Look, his Snoop's already getting hyped.
Wow.
So here, let's hear from the owner, Chris Walker, who is in North Branch, Minnesota, before we dissect his vehicle.
My name is Chris Walker, and my car, we call it the Hulk Camino. So the Hulk Camino is a 1959 El Camino that I radically modified in approximately 60 days. Built a lot of cars for customers, and this one was just my little toy to go play with. So I acquired the Hulk Camino from an older gentleman. He had it stashed behind his garage underneath some pine trees, and all that acidic nature of the pine needles. The floors were pretty much gone, rocker panels were gone. The vision that I had, most of that I was cutting off anyway, so I purchased the vehicle, brought it back to the shop, and started the project. So what would it mean to me to have my car immortalized as a Hot Wheels diecast car? I remember walking through the stores as a little kid, seeing that Hot Wheels aisle, and just going it down. But to have that car up on that shelf would really be the icing on the cake. I would hope that it would inspire the next generation to think outside the box and to build something wonderful.
All right, Snoop's already enamored of this, taking notes. I think he took the VIN to make sure it didn't get stolen from him. Did you have an El Camino at one time?
I got an El Camino, cuz, right now, but this is like, woo!
That's extra, right?
This is Hulk Camino. That's gangster.
I mean, did you see this? This is how you get out,
T-tops?
right?
Oh, man.
Easy access.
Yeah.
Easy access.
Easy access, but you have no doors.
What would this paint be considered? What is that?
That is a patina.
Patina?
Are you a fan of patina, Jay?
I am. I like this car very much. You notice the gray in Chris's hair shows the wisdom. But I like it's got a lot of different areas. You know, I haven't seen anybody do a 59 Chevy, I don't know, in years and years. Everybody goes 50, you know, tri-5 and all that kind of stuff. I think that's different. I think the creative thinking with the roof is really unusual. You know, when I look at something like this, I go, oh, I couldn't have thought of that. No, I wouldn't have thought of that. Even the bend in the fender right there at the front.
Yes.
I mean, you have to have that. I love the rough nature of it because it looks like it's almost cracking under the weight of the motor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, no, I think it's brilliant. I think it's really interesting, and I love the fact that I can identify it from the back with the bat wing as a 59.
Yeah, it's and a tiny cute little bed. Ted, as a Hot Wheels designer here, I mean, these things, it screams Hot Wheels. And the blower, all that.
The blower, the engine out of the hood,
Right?
it screams Hot Wheels. The thing that I like about this car, and the funny detail that I think no one looks at, is the fact that he left the door handle on there, right? I mean, you get out from the top, there's a door handle there. That's
It confused
amazing.
me for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's got two ways to get in. You flip up the roof and you can open the door, but there's no line.
Yeah, it's the Winchester Mystery House, right? Like the door that goes nowhere. Guy trying to steal it. Dang! Yeah, he got.
Well, you know, it's interesting. When this design came out in '59, there was an urban myth that above 120, the rear wings would lift the rear end off the ground.
Active aero.
Yeah. But the car never went 125.
Yeah.
It had a little 283 in it. But that was always, people who always said that rumor. But
This one might go that fast, though.
Yeah, this might do 120, yeah.
I mean, overall looking at it, can this be a Hot Wheel, Brian?
Absolutely. I mean, this has everything we're looking for, right? I mean, that dramatic statement, right? When you think about it's going to be shrunk down to this scale, right? And it's got to read as something bold and different at that scale, and this definitely hits on all that.
It definitely correlates. I like it, and Bree, we'll get to you in a moment. Again, just bouncing around, but I think this car deserves a lot of attention. But quickly, Bree, what do you think about this?
This thing was built in 60 days.
Oh, good point.
2 months.
Crazy.
This man got this car running in 2 months like
Yeah.
this. That's insane to me. I mean, the wheels are ginormous. Like, I think that the width of that wheel is probably bigger than my forearm. It's
Yeah, most definitely is. And look at that. Again, almost almost military there with the internals. Hey, it's got a little candy paint on the steering wheel. Snoop, I know you're all about paint.
You know I
but it's
like
on the
that
steering wheel.
candy, dripping like water.
Right? That's right. All right, let's move on to our next car. Now, this one is digital. So join us all the way from Florida. This is a build, father and son. And we did have one physical event early on, pre-2020, pre-COVID, pre-lockdown. But again, our footprint has gotten larger because Germany, Malaysia, all over the world. And here, join us from Florida. It is Miguel and Michael Sands. This car is called the DiscoVette.
Hello, this is Michael Sands, and this is my 1969 Corvette that we call DiscoVette. This has been a 3-generation build between my son, myself, and my father. We've been into cars for many years. I started out collecting Hot Wheels toys. This is what inspired us to build this car. If you think of the paint job, it's like wild and crazy, just like some of the model cars that I used to buy when I was a kid. This has been a 10-year build. We started out building it. We put in there a 1,000 horsepower 427 big block Chevy with a blower on top. This is one amazing ride. We won the 2020 Legends Tour Miami this year with this car, and we can't wait for the world to see it.
69, great year. The DiscoVette, phenomenal paint, 1,000 horsepower, the big blower. I mean, that screams Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's fascinating. We have an event here in LA called the Blessing of the Cars. It's mostly Latinos. And a lot of lowriders.
Orale.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Gabe was there.
I felt like you guys needed it.
The one
Needed a little,
the thing I find they do unbelievable is the paint. This, to me, would probably be one of the hardest cars to recreate as a Hot Wheel because the paint is so intricate that to get that in a 1/64 scale would probably be really, really tough. But yeah, I mean, the attention to detail, that's really the key. I mean, the paint work looks just unbelievably flawless, and it's so complicated to do a stripe that's not really a stripe that goes in compound curves.
Yeah, it's got the filigree, the gold foiling, all that. I mean, I
Impressive.
think the paint is the big high mark here. He talked about the...
And not even because he mentioned that, but yes, so far this is my favorite. I love it. It's like the paint job of a specific type of car on a totally different kind of car. And this to me screams Hot Wheels. I saw this and I'm just like, yeah, I want to play with that.
It's mash culture, right?
Yes.
So it's got like a little Chicano in it, but it's got the
It's mixed, kind of like my cousin. It's like half white, half Mexican.
That's me.
It's a combination.
This car is me.
This car is you. They should just call it the Jared.
This is the Jared Vet. That's what's up. Give me the keys. I gotta go all the way to Florida though. I'm gonna steal from his son. I feel bad though.
Oh my God.
Snoop, I see you taking notes over here, man. DiscoVette, how you vibing?
You know, I'm a disco guy. I came up in the 70s, so I respect the disco movement. It just looked like it's a nice Hot Wheel car that can have a nice sound system in it, and it can be converted into a nice car that you can push in your hands. Everything that I'm looking at has to convert to the hand size to be able to push it, and like you said, vroom, vroom, you know, do that thing we used to do.
I love that you gave the vroom an accent. Like it wasn't just vroom, it was vroom. Like,
Roll the R.
rolled the R's.
He really rolled the R's there. Ted, what do you think? Could this be a Hot Wheel? Could this be a Legends winner?
For sure. I mean, you look at it, it looks like a Hot Wheels. The thing I love about this car is sort of the fact that it's been worked on by three generations, right? The family story. I mean, that's near and dear to us in Hot Wheels. The passing along of the passion of the building, the love of cars. To me, that's the key thing here.
And you know, Grandpa came up with the disco.
Right. The kid's like, man, can we change it like EDM or rap or something like that? Snoop Vet, like
disco ain't never died in Grandpa's eyes.
That wasn't grandson's idea.
Yeah, I think the dad did have some big, tall heels on his thing. Bree, I know you love paint. You're a fan. I mean, this throws the whole catalog at it.
I mean, yeah, the car's blue. I love it already. I love the color blue. I love how much flake is in the paint. I can see it even just through the video, but I did get a little bit of a glimpse of the interior, and I like that the interior kind of seems like it matches like the livery of the car. Okay. Did you get that on the door panel?
It ties together, yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it has a good flow, good aesthetic. Even the side pipes, the blower, the wing, that's molded in. Because Brian, we'd have to open a new mold if you did something like this, because that's not the OE wing.
For sure, yeah. I mean, we have several Corvettes in the line from that era, but not one just like this. It's definitely a unique casting.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my god.
The Scorp Ion. Check this thing out. Oh man, there it is. And this screams Hot Wheels. It is surprisingly a two-seater, but maybe just one of me. And sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Is this
no,
American
I'll just look
made?
at it. I'll just look at it. I love that you're like one of me, and then you look over and you're like, yeah, Gabe's pushing it.
That's okay, I'll drive it. Don't worry about it.
All right, before we dissect this car any further, let's hear from the owner. And coincidentally, Louis actually won 2 years ago with 2 Jet Z, a very unique vehicle, but kind of in the same vein, but very different. So let's hear from the owner of the Scorp Ion.
I'm Luis Rodriguez, and my car is the Scorp Ion. The Scorp Ion is basically a concept car for the road. I wanted to create something that was so aesthetically insane that you would see it and it would be more of an enigma than a statement. But, you know, it all started from a couple donor cars. It wasn't just one, there was a multitude of ones. You know, I had to basically take whatever I could find and make it fit in a platform that would exemplify, you know, a futuristic car, you know, or what could fit in order so it would adapt to the parameters and the requirements that I needed for the Scorpio. If the Scorp Ion was turned into a Hot Wheels car, it would mean the world to me. You know, the reason why I built this car, the last year and a half, blood, sweat, and tears, was to create something that inspired the next generation of builders. And what better way to share that than in an international platform where kids around the world can say, wow, what the hell is this? And once they begin to understand and go beyond the fact that it's more than just, you know, a car, it's an idea.
I mean, I invite you guys to get up there and look at, I mean, the details.
I'm just telling you right now, out the gate, I have like different vibes. I got a Star Wars meets Tron meets the Batmobile. You know. This
Blade
has
Runner,
so much,
Akira, it's the whole, like I said earlier about the paint, it's the catalog.
If it turned into a giant robot, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Roll out, right? Hey, Snoop, look at this exhaust right here. So when he hits the throttle, this actually opens up like a jet engine.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, exactly, right? Those details.
That's just like a big lighter for Snoop.
All right, hold on.
Don't
Help
you
me
say
out here.
that.
Right? Jay, looking at this, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's like a rolling R2-D2, isn't it, a little bit? And I like the fact it looks like it's got moon dust on it, you know?
Yeah.
It looks like it has a patina of driving across the plains of Rigel 7 or some stupid thing. I mean, it's got that sort of vibe to it. I think it's very clever. It's really, especially the little retro rockets, the pseudo retro rockets on the front there appear to have burned the paint from, you know, running at high speed. So, yeah, I think it's very clever. And it took me a minute. It's a Scorp Ion. I just thought the symbol was, So, yeah, and the more I look at it, the more little details, like the no step there and all the other kind of sort of military aspect to it. It looks like a functioning space vehicle.
Yeah, and 4G63 made it to a Subaru transmission, so functionality. Look at the, you know, kind of horizontal mounted shock suspension. And you guys have a relationship with Louis because he did win 2 years ago. This would be our first ever 2-time winner back-to-back, right?
Louis is great. Louis won with his 2 Jet Z 2 years ago, the inaugural year of the Legends Tour. Could not be a better guy, and I think he may have actually topped himself. You know, with this car right here, it's amazing. There you go. There it is. There's the actual Hot Wheels that we made on the 2 Jet Z. If you pan up to,
can I feel that?
Yeah,
I think we all want to see that.
Let's get a shot.
I haven't
Look at
haven't
this.
held a Hot Wheel in a long time. I want to see how small they is compared to my grown-ass hand.
I've never passed the Snoop Dogg, but here we go.
So you didn't pass the Snoop Dogg yet. Not yet.
So that vehicle does really exist. The builder of this vehicle.
Why are you holding that like you're gonna smoke it?
Look at the other details, Brian. The blue windscreen wraps all the way around.
Man.
Yeah, that's so clever. And you know, Fluffy and Jay both mentioned the sci-fi thing. To me, it feels like something that Daniel Simon might have designed for some sci-fi movie. You know, I just love that. It's so slick, so clean, and it's just outrageous.
I'll keep it, dude.
Yeah, it has everything, right? I mean, just from an engine build, a custom chassis. I mean, that was all built in his garage, and you can see he's got his coveralls there. That's garage spirit, right, Bree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So again, the 2 Jet Z. This is what that vehicle could potentially look like. Hey, you know what? Speaking of which, I got this Hot Wheel and I got this one, this gasser right here. We've been giving these out all Hot Wheels Legends season long. But you know how you could potentially get one of these? Follow at Hot Wheels Official on IG, because we might just drop some heat right now. So you make sure you want to follow all the stories, all things. So hit the follow, hit all the notifications, because you could be getting one of these gases. We're gonna be dropping throughout eternity. Are you following that, Hot Wheels official?
Yeah, or you could just go to Walmart and pay $1 and get one.
No, but this, they sell out, Jay.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you know how
Well, that's
kicks,
true.
sweatsuits.
Yeah, they do.
know
But it's
what I
only $1 though.
No, but this one, it goes up in value. You know how you buy a pair of kicks for $200 and you flip them?
Limited.
Limited edition.
number.
Limited edition.
Limited.
Collectible. All the magical words.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
edition is limited.
I mean, people go
nuts.
Go nuts.
They go nuts.
Right? All right, so I got a couple Hot Wheels here. Speaking of Hot Wheels, this gentleman, you might know him as a Stig, but he just finished writing his 3rd book. So many accomplishments here from Formula 3, Indy Lights, Le Mans Series, GT, NASCAR. He is joining us from overseas. We had him on the Car Throttle UK stop of the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. Ben Collins. Ben, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Great to zoom in.
Yeah, that's a good one. Great to zoom in. And I know you've done some stuff with Jay, and we got Snoop here. Have you ever talked to Snoop before?
I've never spoken to Snoop before, but he's talked to me over many years in my car when I've been rocking to his vibe. So amazing to join you all.
Yeah, and again, Fluffy, we got designers here, we got Bree, who might give you a run for your money here, but overall, you know, pandemic, interesting, cool, but thank you for joining us. Again, notably known as Stig, but you just finished an awesome book, and I want to have some words with you, but I understand, again, you're a very talented pilot, and you had some fun with the Car Throttle guys there after we did our episode.
Yes, we did. Well, actually, the pilot in the room really is Jay. Last time I saw him, pretty much, he was letting rip at me with some machine guns. He's the real Bond villain among us. But yeah, we had a great time. I went out with the Car Throttle team, and we took to the track. And I tried to teach them some stunt driving, and so yeah, that was kind of what went down, and we had a great time doing that.
Tried is the key word.
Right, I was just gonna.
But he has written the best book on how to drive and how to high performance drive that I ever read. It's really very good, and the new Aston Martin book is terrific too. Just a nice, easy, relaxing read. It's not all. A lot of people write these car books. It's just that 5.2 liter. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you just get lost in the figure. But he has a wonderful style. It makes it an enjoyable read.
Yeah, not too tech. All right, speaking of tech, let's throw it over some technology. We got a video, as you said, tried to teach the Car Throttle boys some stunt driving. Here, let's take a look.
Welcome to the Hot Wheels Legends Tour Grand Finale. Before we get back to the live stream, we at Car Throttle shot a really cool video with him and him.
You better check out our bit of fun on the Car Throttle channel very soon. But in the meantime, here's a little look at how these two stitched me up. Just going to send it in. And then keep it sliding a little bit on the power. We'll start off in first gear, loads of revs, drop the clutch, get the wheel spinning. It's going to inch forward, and then I'm going to turn right, and then it will start spinning around the axis. The idea is you keep enough momentum that it's fairly seamless, and the car spins around but never stops moving. Oh, yeah. And one of the other things I'm going to teach you as well is the handbrake turn. Yeah. So I'll do a little demo there. Yeah. Okay. Round she goes, into first gear, and away in the other direction. Okay. You can handle all that? Wait. Go. Whoa. There we go. So we found the limit.
Right, Ben. Like you said, you tried. I mean, he had some good runs there. Snoop was mildly impressed.
He didn't do bad, actually. It was just as well he had the helmet on, though. I think it kind of kept everything inside, particularly his lunch.
Well,
we had a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, we pulled off 5 different moves in the space of 3 hours, and Ethan is a camera guy. He never saw this coming, so he was almost in tears at the beginning when we told him it was going to be him in the hot seat. But he did well, and yeah, it was good. It was great to rehearse the moves as well with the Hot Wheels cars and just give him a sense of what was going to come before we jumped into the big machine. But yeah, he did well.
And it's so much easier with the Hot Wheels, right? A brief description of this Aston Martin book, because last time you went on a whole diatribe. We don't have time for that. We're trying to find out the finale winner, but Aston Martin, great history, really interesting.
It's such a fun story. So it's 100 years in the making, and really what I focused on is the stories of the people. I love cars, I love driving, but essentially it's a bunch of stories about engineers and designers and wild drives over a period of time that all kind of magically link together. So from Sterling Moss, David Brown, the early founders of the company, right up to modern time with the entry into Formula One coming up next season. So there's something in it for everyone. It's a fun read, good ride.
That's a great book.
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, and you were saying it's not hoity-toity. It's just
no, it's really good.
It's digestible.
Really good. Ben also does valet parking at the Olive Garden, so be careful.
Hey, when you're there, you're family.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. And endless breadsticks. I mean, come on. What can you get the Stig to whip your ride? Even if it's a Camry, it's amazing.
I want to ride in that car, man, like Homeboy did. So I want to be the passenger seat.
Jay's got a car. What's the most expensive one that Snoop could drift?
That Snoop could drift?
Yeah, he know. I might drift off and not come back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm afraid of.
Ben, what else are you working on, man? Because again, you're a man of many talents. Just seeing everything you got going on. Just overall, you're a busy man behind the wheel.
Well, getting involved in some YouTubing. I'm only 10 years too late doing that, so I'm going to be filming next week. Get started. Get hold of some fast cars. And it sounds like I should make an appointment with Snoop to get some space and a V8 and do some drifting and maybe get Jay out behind the wheel as well.
We should do that. We should. Ben's been on my show a bunch. We should bring you in and you could take Snoop drifting.
Yes, please.
There we go. There's a show right there.
There it is. There.
Works for me.
I love it. Ben, thank you so much for joining us across the pond. Thank you for all that you did here with us at the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. Peace, man.
Thanks, guys. Love the machines. Speak soon.
Cheers, smashing. Sorry, mind the gap. Sorry, I a British term to end on. My bad. So speaking of experiences, you can actually win a personalized video session. I got to read this here because this is a lot and it's really cool. So you can win a personalized video session with a renowned Hot Wheels designer where you can talk anything and everything Hot Wheels. You'll get your one-of-a-kind sketch from the Hot Wheels designer, autographed by the designer themselves. Plus, get this. You get the whole 2019 Hot Wheels Factory Master Set, which includes all of the basic cars in 2019. So you get the cars, you get the drawing, you get to hang out with a Hot Wheels designer. How? Well, you're going to go to sweepstakes.hotwheelslegends.com. Again, sweepstakes.hotwheelslegends.com. This is a really cool opportunity, and it's rad, right? I mean, Brian, when you get to hang with a designer and the team.
Yeah, can I win that?
Yeah, you live that. What are you talking about? No, Hot Wheels employees cannot apply. So, but it is cool, just the creativity and the energy that's in the office. Correct?
Yeah, and it's always fun engaging with the fans. I mean, it'll be just as exciting for the designer who gets to do it as it is for the fans.
That's true, huh? Yeah. All right, this next vehicle comes to us all the way in Germany. So land of Bratwurst and beer, Oktoberfest and the whole nine. So let's throw it over to a very unique vehicle. This thing is tiny. This is adorable. Watch this. This thing can fit in your pocket. This Fiat 126P built by Patrick Horney.
Hi, ich bin der Patrick Horney, 34 aus Schermbeck. Das ist mein Fiat 126P. Eigenbau Luftfahrwerk verbreitert, komplett lackiert, komplett gecleant.
Gabe, what do you think of this vehicle? It's really short, obviously speaking German. I don't speak German, I speak American.
Man, I'm just thinking that's a car I cannot Fiat in. So yeah, it's already a Hot Wheels to me, bro.
Right.
It's already something I'm gonna be outside going, yeah, I gotta push this around.
Run on the carpet and throw it down the track.
It is a cute car.
Yeah.
It is a cute car, and if I pop my head in there, I'm sure it would look, you know.
And to give you a size of scale, Bree, you were talking about it, him standing next to it, and also those are 13s. So it gives you any idea. They look at that. It comes up to his waist. Right? What do you think of this car, Bree?
I mean, I love small cars. I have such a thing for small cars. I drive a Mini Cooper on a regular basis, and I don't know, it's something about them, but the fitment on that car is immaculate, honestly. And the attention to detail in this car, he's even got some green on the interior of the car as well. I really wish I could see this car in person, man. I love small cars so much. I don't know what it is about them. They're just so nimble. They handle really well. I wish I could drive it. Yeah.
The 126P, Jay, I know you like enjoying driving your cars. While we were setting up yesterday, you're taking different bikes, different cars, everything out. You took, I don't even know what vehicle this morning. 126P, what do you think?
Well, I think this is what I like about the fact that this is an international competition. Because here in America, we tend to go bigger is better. Bigger engine, bigger blower, 1,000 horsepower. And the fact that in Germany, where gasoline is very expensive, you still got to think of, what, $8, $9 a gallon. So the fact that it's very creative here to take a small car. Plus the guy's name, how do you date? I mean, how do you meet a girl's father? Hi, I am Mr. Horny.
Leave.
Get out!
Get out. Yeah, I tried to dodge that one, but Jay, you can do that because this is your house.
Hello, I am Mr. Horny.
I got it, Jay.
I am horny for your daughter.
I think
It's a family
different
show,
connotation
y'all.
in Germany, right?
Yeah, great German accent, by the way.
It just means he honks the horn a lot.
I get it, you're horny. I get it. Ted, could this transition and transfer into a Hot Wheel?
let's transition. That's a good one. Yeah, no, for sure. This is one where we've seen some big American muscle cars before. This is kind of the other end of the spectrum, and that's what I love about Hot Wheels, right? It's every single thing you can think of. This guy clearly loves his car. 126 Fiat. You wouldn't think of sort of making like this, but he slammed it. Fender flares, super cool.
All right, moment of silence. We got a vehicle that I truly love. I mean, this thing was built.
Baby.
Yes, man.
Oh,
this is a 1970 Pontiac Trans Am built right down the freeway in Costa Mesa, California. Okay, feel free, stand up. Like I said, okay, Brian, stand up. Okay, maybe two at a time. One from this side, one from that side. But let's hear from the owner first, Riley Stair, before we dissect this hot rod. Yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, you see.
My name's Riley Stair, and I'm the owner and builder of the 1970 Pontiac Trans Am. The Trans Am embodies what is a couple years of every day after work, every weekend, all weekend, spent on the side yard of my parents' house, building what is ultimately my dream car. The car, when I pulled it onto the side yard for the first time, was in pretty rough shape. It was rusty and had signs of existing body damage. Essentially everything except for the final bodywork and paint was done by me, and that was kind of my goal from the get-go, was to build the best thing that I could, given the honest settings and the humble and meek tooling. To be able to have that immortalized into a Hot Wheels diecast would be a dream come true. To have my nephew be able to play with a diecast of a car that was built in his grandparents' side yard, and to have kids, as I did when I was a kid, play with Hot Wheels and really kind of cultivate and nurture that love and that passion for cars, and to have my car be that Hot Wheels would be a dream come true.
I mean, just look at this thing. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's white. I love white cars, but the suspension, the geometry, the build quality, built on the side of his parents' house.
Well, the thing I like about this, a lot of the cars we see today are built. This one is engineered.
Great point.
This is a front mid-engine design. I mean, and I like the sort of exoskeleton idea of this with the hood off, where I see that the other cars, we don't know what's really under the car. It could be all rusty, could be just a standard frame modified. This is built from the ground up, so you can see, there's a guy named Kimball who does these car illustrations where you can see through the car, and that's what I love about this. I mean, this really is, this guy is a builder. Everybody has something, Gabriel writes jokes, Snoop writes music, you do stunt driving.
What do I do?
And this
What
guy's
do I do?
we're still working on that.
All right,
I'm
Jay.
trying to find out.
Tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, you're pretty.
Okay,
Yeah, that's the thing. But this is probably the best built car I've seen today.
Brian?
Yeah, I mean, what Jay said, like, that frame in there, that cage is just so amazing. Everything is so purpose-built, and we could have a lot of fun replicating that in 1/64th, just capturing all this detail that you see with the cage.
Oh, no. Oh.
Wait, I mean, I get it. It matches your tracksuit, Snoop.
Oh.
I get it. Look at that. Oh, it's meant to be, baby.
No.
Matching outfit.
Oh, no.
And look, you even got gold laces matching
I'm
the
just
bronze
saying, man.
Ripping.
He might want to drive off on this.
Yeah, this may drift with me.
Yeah, right. And you were talking about it, just all the detail. Can that be duplicated? Ew, Honey, I Shrunk the Car.
Yeah, we can. That cage could be part of an interior part that shows through. And what I really love is how they've moved that engine back so far. I mean, like, that's so dramatic, and I think that would really be striking at our scale. You see that, you expect a Trans Am motor to be right here, but it's way back here, and I'm sure they've really improved the balance with that thing.
It's not just a trailer queen. This is meant to be driven, and if it has been driven, he's done a good job of kind of tidying it up, cleaning it up, but the detail's immaculate. Ted, Gabe, I mean.
I'm looking at this through the eyes of a kid, and I'm just like, wow, the amount of intricacy in the front, and just you're able to see everything that's going on in this car. It's literally 2 inches off the ground, and it's like it's a Trans Am, but it's like Smokey and the Bandit meets Mad Max.
Love it.
There's so much just happening here.
Yeah.
It took me a second to recognize that it was a Trans Am.
Yeah, Bree's checking it out over here. Bree, what stands out to you?
I am drooling over
Right?
this fabrication.
Give me the
Oh
keys.
my
Did you
God.
feel the steering wheel, Bree? Touch the steering wheel.
Is it sweet? Oh, that's
Please
nice.
believe
That's
it.
I mean,
nice.
even
That's
look at
nice, sweet.
That's a great point, though. The driver's experience, right? That's if you feel compelled to give me the keys, you know it's a good build. It could be a lowrider, and that's the thing, is this thing's as low as your Bel Air outside, but it doesn't have switches to do anything. It's got, full Olin suspension, and I know you're a Porsche guy, you're all about driving experience.
So, and this is purpose built, and we love that. The fact that it's not just it's not all show, it's actually go, which we love.
And look at the welds. I mean, the welds are, I mean, if you're a welder, you look at that and go, boy, that's art.
Yeah.
I mean, so seamless.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Overall, I really like this car. Again, I liked how humble he was. We talk about the story, the backstory, father and son, all this. He's talking about his nephews. He's like, man, I'd love my nephew to play with this car that was built at his grandparents' house in side yard.
That was dope.
Right?
That was dope.
That's pretty ill, and it's all about family. Look at even the blue and yellow plate. You got to admire that.
Oh, that's
I know
that
you're a sucker
California-
for right?
California place with the Pontiac in the back.
OG blue and yellow.
OG blue and yellow.
That's what's
Look how
up.
it sit in the back, though. That thing don't sit like no regular. Ooh, wee.
It's like a bullfrog, right?
I'm saying.
It's got some haunches, got some hips. Like I call
Another
Shakira.
point.
Shakira,
Hello.
hips don't lie over there,
Nice.
right? You know what I mean? All right, let's move on to a digital submission here. Again, this one, the Car Throttle UK stop, where we had a UK and a US winner. So this was the UK winner, and I know, Jay, you've heard of this car, but I've never heard of this vehicle before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? The HILLMAN Imp.
HILLMAN Imp.
This is deemed Rosie, and the builder is James William. Let's go back across the pond and hear some more about this very unique car.
Hi, I'm James Williams, and I own a 1976 HILLMAN Imp called Rosie. I'll define Rosie as a one-off, unlike any other Imp in the world. I just wanted to build something unique and personal to me, and hopefully I've done that, and hopefully show how cool these little cars can be. When I first bought her off eBay, it was leaking oil, the exhaust was hanging off, the bodywork was tight, the interior was just one seat. It's been a 13-year love affair that has brought us here today. It was my first car, my daily car, and now I have a family, it's gone to a show car. I had the engine rebuilt when I first got it and thrashed her about for a few years, and then I started the process of turning into this cool little hot rod. To have Hot Wheels of not only a HILLMAN Imp, but my HILLMAN Imp would be insane. To think that people will be collecting, playing with a model of my car is just mental, and hopefully it'll bring the HILLMAN Imp to a whole new audience, so fingers crossed.
I love it. He looked like a boy band member there, just posing in front of the car and all that. But Rosie, I think, speaks volumes. I like the Martini racing stripe on it. I mean, great execution.
I love the fact that in England, you have to build your car outside in the rain. They didn't even have a sunny day to film it. It's just raining all the time.
Yeah, it's powered by fish and chips, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
the HILLMAN Imp. Gabe, what do you think
That's
of
a making me hungry car right there, yeah.
What do you think? Have you ever heard of a HILLMAN Imp?
HILLMAN Imp, it sounds like something that you need an ointment for.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I got a case of the HILLMAN Imps.
Yeah.
Well, the English always do that. They have the Humber Super Snipe. They have these odd names that we would never have here.
Looking around this car, Brian, has HILLMAN Imp ever been made into a Hot Wheel?
I can guarantee you we have not done a HILLMAN Imp yet, but this one we might. I mean, this thing is sick. I love these tiny, quirky European builds, just like that Fiat before. Yep. I love it when people take a funky little car and turn it into something really, really cool.
I mean, you could see, and surprisingly, we talked about that Fiat having 13s. This has 17s under the arches. Even though they're black, you could just see the stance on it, the arches, the interior really well executed. Ted, I know, like I said, I keep going back to you being a Porsche fan, but it has that Porsche-esque with the buttons, the holes, and then it does have a little British nod. It does have a tartan ceiling.
The tartan ceiling, yeah, calling back to its Scottish roots. The inside is great. You talked about the Martini striping, really fun. The fun thing I like about this one, it actually has Range Rover headlights. My first car was an '87 Range Rover, same headlights, so that's a fun little detail there.
Yeah, air ride suspension. So there you go. So you could slam it, you could raise it up. What do you think of this thing?
I think it's nice. I think it's a nice, small, compact car. It's detailed very well. Tires, interior, paint job. It's fly. It looks like a car that I always see when I used to go over to Europe all the time. You see a bunch of cars like that. Everybody's car would look, you know, the same, you know, size-wise.
Yeah.
That's what it
You
feels
should
like.
buy it and call it the Blunt.
I like that. I like that.
All right, Rosie
But
Blunt.
Rosie Blunt.
There you go.
Pencil me in.
Right, rear engine. I mean, this thing's unique, and I know you're a driver, Bree.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I love how true to this car he really stayed. He said this was his first car. So he got this car, he said it had an exhaust leak, it was leaking oil, and he just really, it seems like he kind of took this car for what it was and just revamped it and tried to keep it very classic. But those 17s, like, how do you get 17s in that? How do you put 17s
I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, you could see custom bodywork over fenders. That's where you start banging away, right? I mean, to accommodate that, this is custom. But even the leather wrapped cage, I like those details because, like Snoop was trying to steal the steering wheel off of the Trans Am, you know, interior. That's where you are literally connected to the car: the pedals, the shifter, and the steering wheel.
Well, you know, these are fun because guys like him remind me of watchmakers. You know,
Nice.
they literally
Great
take their engine apart on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these English builders, they live in these sort of carriage houses, you know, the row houses. So they don't have garages, but they have a garden shed, and they bring the engine inside, and when mom's cooking dinner, they're putting the engine, and then they got to put it away back outside. So I mean, I love that. I love that whole feel and look to it. Yeah.
Yeah, the story continues, right? And you can see the helmet's even got that leather pattern that continues on through. I mean, overall, I think this is a really well executed build. Will it be a Hot Wheels legend? TBD, right? I mean, like Brian, like you said, never made a Hillman Imp. I've never heard of the vehicle till I saw one here, and this might be the best looking Hillman Imp we're ever gonna see potentially.
I think so.
Yeah, so overall, you could see just a great execution, a really neat car. You know, I'd say subtle, but just really well refined paint. You could go crazy with the graphics if it's a martini stripe going up and over. Obviously a fan of Martini Racing. Little Devil, I'm assuming that's the mascot for the vehicle, and there's those beautiful leather Recaros. Like, again, it's just all about the office and the office space this guy driving. And Ted, I would say that it moving there at the end, the leaves being kicked up, that kind of added, because you show it's got some swag.
It's about the feeling, right? It's about driving is about feeling. Yeah, totally.
All right, so if you're just joining us, we are just a little bit through, I think we got 6 vehicles. Yeah, we've gone through 6 vehicles already. I'm Jared Dienda, and we are here at the Hot Wheels Legends finale, hosted by Jay Leno, Jay Leno's Garage, presented by Mobile One. And like I said, we're about 6 cars in. Again, the winner here today, at the end of all this, we've had multiple stops online, 1 physical. We have international entries. Who will be immortalized as a 164th die-cast vehicle? We'll find out here in a little bit. Our star-studded cast of judges here. And you know what? I'm giving you a little run of show of what's going down as we're only through 6 vehicles. Next up, Paxton Booth. This 10-year-old kid knows more about Hot Wheels than I do. And again, just at 10 years old. So really impressive, again, actor and a Hot Wheels enthusiast. Up next, finalists, Cars Part 3. Then we'll have a Mobile One special guest with former NASCAR driver, AKA Smoke, Tony Stewart will be joining us. Finalists, Cars Part 4. Then we have our judges pick. They'll give us a 3, 2, 1 of what they think. We'll tabulate the scores, find out who wins. But in between that, this is Jay's house, so Jay gets to pick his pick. And that's all about bragging rights, because Jay owns a lot of cars. So again, like I joked earlier, I think you might be knighted. I think you might be Sir something if you win that award. And then finally, we will find out who is our Legends Tour winner. Will be right here. So again, next up, judges, you guys can leave the stage and grab a drink of water or do what you got to do, and then we'll bring you back on for a little bit. And next up, I'm going to invite Paxton up here, as well as Brendan Vertuski. Sorry, Brendan Vertuski joined us earlier in the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. So without further ado, if I could bring Paxton and Brendan up here. As Brendan, get on up here. Paxton, what is up, homeboy? Again, I'm always just blown away with your knowledge, your passion, and Brendan, dude, you know Brendan, one of his real vehicles is an actual Hot Wheel. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And what vehicle is that for the fans?
It's a 67 Pontiac Firebird.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing vehicle. Paxton, have you ever been to Leno's Garage?
Yes.
Oh, you have been here?
No, I haven't been.
Oh,
Wait.
yesterday you were.
Yesterday I was, so technically not today, but okay, I've been here yesterday.
Okay, got it. I mean, what do you love most? Have you found your favorite car or anything?
Yes, my favorite car of all time, the 65 Shelby GT350, is here, and it has red lines, which makes it even better.
Okay, all right. Again, the knowledge blows me away. So, Paxton, you have some questions for Brennan. Go ahead. You guys elaborate, wrap it out, and yeah, go ahead. Stage is yours. Stage is yours.
All right, I'll do
There
my
you go.
best.
All
I'll
right.
do my best. All right, Paxton, how you doing, bud?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good.
So I'm just gonna name the Hot Wheels fleet cars we have today.
Okay.
So we have Midas Monkey,
Yes.
Twin Mill,
Yep.
Diora 2,
Yep.
Bone Shaker, and the Hot Wheels El Camino.
Yes.
So what do you think Hot Wheels has made more of? Hot Wheels originals like Bone Shaker and Twin Mill behind me, or brands like Mustang and Camaro?
I would think that we've made a little bit more on the license side. So like even if you go back to the 1968 cars, most of those cars are licensed versus Hot Wheels original. And just as today, I think it weighs a little bit more on the license side.
It's kind of with my collection too. That's what I was feeling you would say, because my collection, it's sort of half and half, but it's like 60-40 type deal.
What do you have the most of? Is it the Shelby GT350?
No, it's actually more Mustangs, because Mustangs are my favorite type of car.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be a majority of muscle cars, Mustangs, Camaros.
How about Firebirds?
Those two. I have a
right.
lot of the original Hotbirds too, from the Hot Ones series. I have a ton of those.
Nice.
So are these
Yes.
fleet cars drivable?
Yes, for the most part. They're not all street legal. Only a few of ours are street legal with license plates and stuff. But yeah, they are, just about all of them run and drive.
Are they fast?
Some are fast, but some were just built to drive around. So like Twin Mill could be very fast with dual supercharged big block engines, but the reality is it overheats, so you can only go so far before you have to like get out and push.
And it's probably impossible to see because you're sitting
Yes.
and there's a motor in front of you instead of being a
Yeah.
big motor
Yeah.
in the middle.
You have to be like this to drive or look that way and hope for the best.
That doesn't seem like the safest thing, but it's good looking, so.
Yes, it looks wonderful. And that car, by the way, has had the most refreshes of any Hot Wheels full-size car that we have, because as you know, it started out as red, then metallic green, then it was painted light blue, then it was a Batman versus Superman, and now it's wrapped in a Spectraflame blue.
Wow, that's a lot of paint jobs.
Yes.
But I know, didn't you change the color for Bone Shaker for last year's SEMA too?
Yeah, that was changed actually for the Hot Wheels 50th anniversary. It went from its original livery of black and flames to blue with the 50th, and then we made it red for SEMA.
I don't know if I saw the blue with the 50th. I think I only saw this one and the one before 50th.
Okay.
I might have to look up photos of that.
Yeah, we have Hot Wheels of it in 1/64th as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have that, yeah.
Okay, good.
So I have to ask on the El Camino, what is
Yes.
that stuff in the back? It just like, is it tubes? And it just looks like a lot of different stuff.
Yes, that car was, when it was purchased from a previous Hot Wheels employee, and then we rebuilt it for the Hot Wheels test facility program, if you remember that, around 2011, 2012.
I was only 1 and 2 then, so.
Okay, so that was a long time ago, you know, like when the dinosaurs were roaming and stuff. They built that up to make it look like it had jet engines and stuff in the back. So those are jet engines, and there's a bunch of like functional panels on the side, so they're controlled, so the flaps will come out for braking, and there's some other cool flaps too. So they are functional on the side. You'll see them on the C-pillar right behind the side window, as well as in the back. Those flaps will pop out and stuff. And then the right side headlight was removed for air intake, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that there's no right headlight.
Yes. Now,
Only
do you know what
one side
year?
of the road is right.
Yes. Do you know what year El Camino that is?
I want to say something, I don't know.
1971. So.
I was gonna guess something 70s because it has
Okay.
that 70s El Camino look,
Yeah.
but.
Who is that?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Good, good, good. Welcome. Thanks for coming to the garage.
Yes, thank you for taking me here.
Oh, sure, sure. No
Yes.
problem. No problem.
So I have a few questions.
Okay, go ahead.
So Hot Wheels have been a huge part of my upbringing. So
Mhm.
did you play with Hot Wheels when you were a kid?
Well, I was 18 when they came out, so I mean, I was aware of them, but no, I just kind of missed it a little bit. I was, it was pretty much a tin can with a string and make a phone. That was pretty much Yeah. Did you ever do that? You know what that is? When you make a telephone with the two.
I haven't done. I've seen it in cartoons. I don't know if it works.
No,
but
no, it works.
It
works.
really?
Oh yeah, that's cartoon science. Yes, that works. That works. Yeah.
I never thought cartoon science was real.
No, yes, it is real. Like if you put on invisible cream, you can be invisible.
Yes.
If you eat birdseed, you can fly. This is cartoon science.
So, my most important question.
Yes.
I am turning 16 in 6 years.
Okay.
Now, which one of your amazing cars am I taking for my driver's test?
Which one would it be? I don't know. What do you like? What kind of cars do you like?
Well, my favorite types of cars are Mustangs, muscle cars.
Right, right.
My favorite car of all time is the 65 Shelby GT350, which I saw you had over there.
I have one of those. Come back when you're 16. We'll work something out.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, call me in 6 years.
How are your grades?
Hmm?
How are your grades?
They're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Straight A's.
Oh, straight A's. Well, that's very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, really pressing hard on giving a car. Jay, I mean, are your grades, okay, don't lie, your grades that good?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, he's a great actor too.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I mean, look, Jay's not going to give you a car, okay? Just let, oh, dang, look at that face. How can you say no to that?
Yeah, we'll work something out.
Okay, all right. Well,
yes.
Paxton, you know what? Are you ready to see who's going to win here
Yes,
today?
I am.
Okay, well,
let's get this ball rolling.
get out of here.
All right.
Get out of here.
6 years. Call me.
Right? I mean, great, sharp kid. He knows his cars, right?
He does know his cars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fun. I enjoy meeting young people that like cars. You know, when I was a kid, we used to have slot cars. Used to race, and all that kind of stuff. And we used to build. I was building models when I was in high school. Kids grow up so quick now. I mean, it's like you're doing these adult things at 16 and 17. You know, it's stay a kid, enjoy Hot Wheels, play with model cars. You know, it's fun. It's fun.
It makes sense. And now you're a kid, but you're not playing with slot cars. You're playing with a ton of real cars.
Yeah.
All right, see this right here?
Yeah.
Can you smell? Look at. Smell that.
That's an air freshener.
That is an air freshener.
You know, rather than I just use deodorant. You can wear these, I guess, and hang them under your arm. But I prefer just to use normal deodorant.
Snoop's gonna wear one.
Right,
so this is the Hot Wheels Beach Bomb. This fragrance right here. Before we get to our next finalist, I want to introduce you to Hot Wheels air fresheners, featuring exclusively developed fragrances with a ton of mounting options available. No detail has been overlooked, making this range worthy of Hot Wheels stamp of approval. It's not the same without the flame, right? These customized big wheel designs feature embossed logos, custom wheel colors, striped tires, and the iconic Hot Wheels logo. Each of the fragrances pay homage to some of Hot Wheels' most iconic cars and genre through history. You're holding Beach Bomb, but look at all the fragrances. You got
It
Beach
does
Bomb.
smell like a beach bum. Yeah, I was in Venice the other day, and I saw a guy. Oh yeah.
No, that's a high-end
Beach Bomb. I'm
Beach
sorry.
Bomb, yeah, Burnout.
Beach Bomb.
We got Burnout, Redline, Roger Dodger, Silver Bullet, and Treasure Hunt. Available in rear view mount and mounting options. Guess what? They're available in stores now. So go ahead and head over to Hot Wheels. And it says this lasts for 30 days. So he said it looked like a medallion just hanging on a chain, bro.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna try this out in my car outside.
There we go. That's what's up. You just took the first one ever.
might
So
need to.
thanks, Snoop. I guess you can keep it. All right.
So it lasts for 30 days. So if you don't like it, you got a whole month.
You got exactly. Here it comes. Moment of silence. Look at this thing. The Mayhem Motorworks. This is a 58 Chevy Apache, LA blue on the wheels. You could see that, TIS. This won the Dub US Stop. So Jeffrey, the owner, let's break this thing down because this has all of it, including 3 turbos. Jeff?
My name is Jeffrey McCadden, and I'm the owner of the Divergent Chevy truck. How would I define my build? Started as a father-son project that quickly blew up into an over-the-top, wild SEMA build / race truck. What was it like when I acquired it? It was just a body, no paint, no motor, no trans, not even a chassis. How did it get to what it is today? I would say it's an accumulation of all of my favorite trucks put into one wild build. How would I feel about it becoming a diecast? It'd be truly incredible. I think it'd be inspiration to so many other young builders out there, and you know, we all dream of having our favorite truck sitting on our shelf, and this is mine. I want it on my shelf.
I had to show Snoop again. You got 3 turbos right here. If you could see that, 1, 2, 3. He's got that side exhaust. You like that black smoke puffing
black
out the
smoke
side.
was sick. I like that.
Right? And Bree, I know you were a fan of this car, right? I mean, you saw this and pre-walking in, you're like, look at this. It's got kind of the Rocket Bunny arches. It's got kind of some big like Pikes Peak hill climb type wing. And it doesn't have a truck bed. You're not moving anything, but you are moving.
Honestly, dude, like, first of all, this thing is ginormous, okay?
Yeah.
I'm 5 foot even. I'm standing next to this thing right now. This thing is ginormous. But I think my favorite thing about this truck is that he called it a SEMA build / race truck.
Okay.
So actually having a car like that is a SEMA build that runs and drives and races and does all the things that it's supposed to do is amazing to see. I love his entire setup. The fabrication on this is honestly insane. I mean, you got a rear mounted radiator back here, ginormous fuel cell, 3 turbos in the front. I've never seen anything with 3 turbos in my entire life. Have you?
No, I can't recall. I mean, again, maybe some sort of diesel truck that does Pikes Peak Hill Climb. Brian, going over to you. I mean, this is your opening one-of-a-kind mold here when it comes to Hot Wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this thing is just insane. I mean, we've done a 58 Apache before, actually.
Not like this.
Yeah, but not like this. This thing is crazy. And I love this sort of new meets old. I mean, who would have thought to put modern, custom Mustang flares on a 58 pickup,
right.
like, but it works. It actually all blends in, and I believe it's a 64 bed on there, and that all just kind of ties together.
Yeah, I see Jay shaking his head. What do you think?
Well, if you took someone and said, who knows nothing about cars, where is this built? That's got to be an American vehicle. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
I
mean, it's big.
It's got red, white, and blue. It does.
Powerful. And I love meeting these builders in the video. Because when you watch TV shows about building cars, the guys are throwing tools and they're loud and they're obnoxious.
Not the case.
But the real builders are like the gentlemen we've seen today. They're quiet, they're methodical, they understand, they're modest. It's really fascinating because the cars never are like the owners. This is outrageous.
Yeah.
But that guy seemed like a real gentleman, a nice guy, very self-effacing. Yeah, it's a beautiful build, and it's a classic American build.
And let it be known, the chassis is actually an 04 Chevy Yukon with a complete rear tube half frame. So that's where it gets interesting. So the fabrication, we were admiring the Trans Am earlier. This is a bit of a Frankenstein. And Fluffy, I know you're a fan of Volkswagens. You know what it is to kind of meld some parts together and do all that.
This is definitely, like, they took one of the most practical trucks ever made and made it the complete opposite of the word practical. This is outrageously awesome. It's just so much like, wow. It's excess everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Snoop, I see you taking some notes. What do the notes entail here on this tri-turbo Apache with the wings and the wheels, TIS? What do you think?
I like the way that is the shape of it, the way it's shaped, and then the 3 things that's on the front, the fans in the back, and then them Crip Blue rims is off the hook. So.
Yeah, and the Apache lines, you see them lowered a lot. You'll see them on switches, you'll see them on bags. When you go to SEMA, my boy Delmo Speed, shout out to him, he built a beautiful one, but it was just nice copper. This just has those flares, like I said, Rocket Bunny. I mean, it's got it all, right, Ted?
I love it. I mean, you look at the silhouette, and to me, that's the thing that stands out. You talk about a Hot Wheels car, and what's really going to kind of make an impact at that small scale. And the silhouette is amazing. It's something that just you have not seen before. The turbo sticking out in the front, the giant wing in the back. Instantly, you look at it and it's like, that's a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
And I love that the roof is not chopped. I love the fact that you've kept the stock, so that most identifies it as what it is, and everything else is modified. But that stock roof, the stock height, the whole bit, I mean, Lincoln could drive that thing with his top hat.
with the top hat, nice. Well played there. Cages, when you're executed in die cast, tiny little cages and engines, I mean, that gets pretty particular. It might be like a red line club if it doesn't make a Legends.
Yeah, no, but I think we could still do that in our basics line. I mean, maybe the diameter of the tube gets a little fatter, but we could still execute something like that, for sure.
All right, well, this car is going stage left, so it's a good opportunity to move on to our next international submission, and this won the Mexico stop. And this is a really cool, unique vehicle, Snoop. You're going to like this thing because if you love wagons, I know I love wagons, and a lot of us do because you're not so popular here in the States, but when you do find them, you love them. So this 1976 Volkswagen Brasilia, built by Daniel Beltran. Throw it over him. It's a short little description, and then we'll walk around the car.
¿Qué dirías tú que es lo más especial que tiene este coche?
Yo creo que lo especial que tiene es que tiene más de 25 años hecho. Fue nuestro único coche del diario un largo tiempo. Entonces lo que tiene de especial es que es único en México, no hay otro y llama bastante la atención.
¿Por qué te gustaría que tu coche fuera un Hot Wheels?
Porque la verdad es que de toda la vida he amado este coche junto con el coche de mi papá y entonces siento que es un coche que tiene que llegar todavía más lejos de México, que sea mucho más conocido y que tenga su reconocimiento a nivel internacional.
Snoop, we're watching this, and you go, dang, I had one. So you had one of these?
I had one of these in high school, man. The same color was orange, and I actually took I redid one of my album covers where I flashed back to high school. It was called Ego Tripping, and I rented one, and that's
Didn't it look like this?
It didn't look as fly as that,
That's
but
a
it,
chop top, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, Gabe. I feel bad not talking to you.
Oh no, it's okay. It's all right. The whole thing was in Spanish, but nobody thought to talk Spanish. It's all right. What's he saying? He's talking smack about everybody. No, está loco lo demás.
Hey, adios mío. Oh, it got hot in here all of a sudden. Oh God, the Brasilia. That's because it's not a squareback. I see it, and I see squareback, but that front, you know.
I'm a Volkswagen guy, but I've never had one of those.
Right?
It's pretty cool, and the way that it's chopped, it just looks sleek.
Yeah, it looks refined. You know, it being orange, it still doesn't look gaudy. Is that kind of weird, me saying that?
Some cars can pull off orange.
Yeah.
Some cars can pull off orange. This is one of them.
Yeah.
It's got that Halloween feel to it. That's nice.
Yeah, and those wheels are kind of era, kind of went with the vehicle. You know, didn't do something billet, didn't do big deep dish. That's kind of that look. Ted, I see you shaking your head.
I love the wheels. I love this car in general. I mean, it's again taking a car that you wouldn't expect and doing something really neat with it. The chop top we talked about. It's a station wagon. Like who does that to a station wagon? It's super cool.
Jay, you love wagons?
I like this because it's the most mature build here, in the sense that if you said to someone, if you can only drive one Hot Wheels car every day for the rest of your life, it would probably be this, because it's practical, it's smart looking, it's not outrageous, but as you walk around, oh, isn't that clever? Oh, look what he did here, you know? So it has, and it's also the one that defines this generation, I think, the most. Because I find there isn't so much emphasis on the engine. We don't know where the engine is in this thing. Is it in the front? Is it in the back? You know, it's all about the style, about the look. So yeah, I really like it. It's different. I think it's really bold that he didn't try to be outrageous, because this is about being outrageous, but in its own way, it is outrageous. And I find the combination of all those things fascinating.
Yeah, it's sterile. It's really sterile to me. Again, just aesthetically nice, clean 5 spokes, chopped top. And I'm reading some of the notes here. He had to use 3 tops of a Brasilia as donor cars to keep the curvature of the roof. So that's just showing you that the craftsmanship here definitely deserves
piece
a nod.
it together, yeah.
Yeah, right?
But it definitely does look like a car that you could still take to Starbucks and, you know.
Yeah, it's a driver.
It's a driver.
Take it to the beach and, oh, look at this. I love camo. I'm a sucker for camo. This thing is bombs away, baby. Because look at this. It is patinaed, it's camo, it's got the shark mouth, it's got the checkered flag roof, and we'll get into some details. Snoop, I know you like interior. Feel free to stand up as we hear more from the owner. This is the Car Throttle U.S. Stop winner, Robert Wayne. Bombs away.
And he got a red chuck on his key too.
Right? Yeah.
¿Qué dirías tú que es lo más? ¿Qué dirías?
Look at the bullet details right there. Look at the center console too.
There's bullets
If you can
around
start
the
it, you got it. Sorry, Robert. All right, here we go. Over to you, Robert.
Oh wow! Around the column, he got the AK-47.
My name is Robert Wayne Hart. I am the owner, designer, builder, and painter of Bombs Away. She's a 1954 Chevy. Gosh, you know, if I had to define or explain the build process, I guess I would just call it a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon. It's got a little of everything, but it was an absolute blast. You know, when I acquired this car originally, you know, it's like any other car store. You see something on the side of the road, and nowadays it's the internet, and you buy it, and then you just take off with it, and you fix some rust, and you fix some repairs, and you chop, and druck. I mean, and to me, to have a Hot Wheel built out of this car would be really special to me, because my wife inspired the painting on the back of the car. To me, having a Hot Wheel built after this car would just be amazing, and I would cherish it forever.
Right out of the gate, Snoop, you're liking the interior, but if you come around front here, this has both Buick, Oldsmobile, and Chevy French front headlights. Also, multiple bumpers. That's not the OG bumper. He's stacking 3 bumpers. He's stacking 3 bumpers.
A mouth, man.
It looks like it's gonna come to life.
Right? This, and Gabe, you were saying that it looks like a movie car.
It totally looks like a movie car.
Right? Jay, what do you think of this? The patina, do you like patina?
Yeah, I do. I thing I find fascinating, this could be any year since Hot Wheels were invented in '68. You know, James Dean could have driven this in you know, East of Eden or one of those movies. Somebody could have driven the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. It really is sort of, it's the timeless, classic hot rod. It's what people did. It's what they did in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. And I like the retro look to it. I like the retro feel to it. Yeah, it's really good. And of course, that seems to be the look now. It used to be all chrome and shiny and metal flake. Now it's this patina like you've been through the mill and the thing is just finished, you know, some 24-hour race across Baja.
Right.
You know, and I like that. No, I think it's really good. And I think he's quite imaginative, quite clever. It's the thing, you can walk around it and you like the details in the grill. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, I didn't realize that. You know, so you could look at it for hours and hours and find something new all the time.
I like the artistry, even just down to the hand painting. Ted, deco. If you executed this, it's got the mural on the back, it's got the numbers, it's got the patina, it's got it all. I do like the juxtaposition of the raw outside and then step inside. It's a chameleon.
The luxurious inside. Yeah, to me, that's the thing that stands out is we call it the deco on the car. The fact that it's hand painted too is just amazing. I thought it was a wrap when I first saw it, and you look and it is, I mean, like you said, hand painted, which is phenomenal. To me, deco, from a deco standpoint only, this could be the best one out there.
Ooh.
A checker flag top. Look at the top.
Ripping off.
Checker flag, baby.
Does it get the win? That's
You
the
hear me?
You see, I didn't even, I didn't notice the checkered flag until I was looking at it and you said checkered flag. I went, oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's what I mean. I'm looking at it and I'm seeing things each time something different.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Brian, the wheels, you know, when I first see it, I'm kind of like, you know, and we were talking about it, do the wheels fit? What do you think?
You know, it's funny you should ask that. I didn't like them at first. I loved everything about the car but the wheels. But as I look at it more, it actually grows on me. I think they actually work with the whole theme of the car. It feels like turbine. It feels like almost aeronautical, and it has this kind of like old school military plane vibe.
I guess I do like the finish too, that they're raw, because it kind of ties into the rawness of the bumper.
Yeah,
they're not polished, because if you had that, that'd be too much
Y'all
juxtaposition.
got to see what I see. I see a
What's up?
mouth, and I see like a gold tooth with a platinum tooth.
Okay, so maybe the front shiny.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Again, we're talking about juxtaposition.
You're about to bring the car to life.
Yeah, right. And the cool thing about this car, it could be the hero's car or the villain's car in a movie, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's funny you guys mentioned the wheels, because the wheels was the first thing that I noticed. I felt like that was the first thing I told Ted. I was like, hey man, I'm really digging the wheels. It feels like it's it brings it to today's time.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, that's what I feel like. That's what ties it into now.
Bombs away on the back is so dope. That's painted?
That's hand painted.
Oh my God.
That is hand painted. So it's
dope.
very impressive. That vehicle to me, I'm a sucker for camo too. And I mean, look at the back bumper. You're still admiring
That
it
shit
while
is
it's
dope.
walking away, right?
Like Jay said, you notice something new every time you turn away and look at it.
That's what's up.
Keep noticing things.
All right, again, of course, it wouldn't be an event without our partner, Walmart. Thank you to Walmart for supporting us from day one, 3 years ago, when we celebrated Hot Wheels' 50th anniversary. And again, you could build your bundle with Mobil 1 oil, right? Build your bundle with some Mobil 1 synthetic oil. Oh, Snoop, you got my air freshener, man. Come on, give me that there. Again, this beach bomb over here, bombs away. There you go, take that back.
Good looking up.
You can pick that up, build your bundle. You got Hot Wheels Legends gear, Mobil 1 oil, and of course some Hot Wheels. Because if you build your bundle, you could get the Larry Wood Design 2020 Sunnigan, this Volkswagen Sunnigan designed by the legendary designer Larry Wood. So it's pretty awesome. So again, go to walmart.com/Hot Wheels. So, hey Jay, I understand you have a relationship with Walmart. Walmart trucks?
We do. Well, we have a Jay Leno Garage Care products that we're selling at Walmart now. And we got Sam Walton's truck. You know, he was a very modest guy, Sam Walton. He's one of the richest men, one of the most successful businessmen ever. But he just he walked into a Ford dealer, bought this '79 Ford F-150, put the dog box in the back when he went hunting, and that's what he liked. You know, he wasn't a guy to drive around in a Rolls Royce. He just liked a regular car, and his car is on display down there at the museum in Arkansas. And we built a modern
look at that.
of it for him. This is a modern F-150. It's got more things. Sam wouldn't have got the fancy leather interior and the hybrid.
Well, he's worked his way up the ranks.
Yeah. But I mean, but when you're a show-off like me, you want to have the fanciest one out there. So Yeah, we built that as kind of homage to Sam and what he represented, the frugality of the whole deal, you know.
I like
and our products are now on sale in Walmart online, and they'll be, I guess, in all the stores in just a little while. So.
There you have it.
Yeah, it's real exciting. It's a real exciting partnership.
That's a great tie-in. I like that. The old school, new school.
Yeah.
And you got your own products here. Again, speaking of humble, I'm the most humble guy I know. I don't know.
Oh,
you know
unbelievable.
I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. So, in all honesty, speaking of a humble guy.
Didn't you tell us to call you pretty earlier?
I did. I did. That's what I said. I'm the most humble guy I know.
He did say that.
Look, I'm a glutton for punishment. It's okay. You guys have all the pressure of being the judges. I just get to look pretty. So I knew you were admiring my jacket. Feel this thing.
It's a sick
fluffy,
jacket.
Soft.
If it smells, get one of those air fresheners.
It reeks. My wife will thank you.
Yeah.
All right, our next guest is from Mobil 1. So you know what? Our next finals car is special. I could explain why, but instead I'll throw it over to our special guest, Smoke, aka Tony Stewart.
The Mobil 1 Fan Favorite Contest has been an exciting new addition to the 2020 Hot Wheels Legends Tour presented by Mobil 1. Since March, judges at every tour have selected a Hot Wheels Legends Tour finalist, all of which you're seeing right here. But you, the fans, get to choose a special car to be featured today at Jay Leno's Garage. You've been casting your votes during every stop to tell us who you believe is worthy of this wild card prize, all leading up to the Hot Wheels Legends Tour finale we have here today. Congratulations to all of you who won the Mobil 1 Fan Favorite choice from each round, but only one winner could join the other Hot Wheels Legends Tour 2020 finalist for a chance to be immortalized in the Hot Wheels Garage of Legends. Is it the Mobil 1 Fan Favorite? We'll find out soon, but first let's throw it to our judges to have a look at this year's Mobil 1 Fan Favorite winner, the 1970 Ford Mustang Ruffian built by Chris Ashton from Orange County, California.
Thank you to Mobil 1 for all their support, of course. And every Mobil 1 stop winner actually received a year's supply of Mobil 1 synthetic oil. Look at this beauty.
Wow.
Woo! This thing is the Ruffian. I see your head shaking. I see you nodded. Brian, Bree, you're sweating right now. Jay, you'd like to buy this thing. But first, before we jump into it and dissect this 1970 Ford Mustang deemed the Ruffian, let's hear from the owner and builder, Chris Ashton.
Hi, my name is Chris Ashton. I am the designer, builder, and owner of the Ruffian Mustang. I was inspired by a picture of this crazy green PDL race car from the 1970s. I wanted a nasty race car like that, but street legal. That way I could drive it to work and to the grocery store and autocross the heck out of it on weekends. I started with a base Mustang. It had 5 paint jobs and rusted floors. I tore it apart and I learned how to do most of this stuff online. I did everything except for the exterior paint. The whole car is a custom mashup of parts, but I feel the end result is undeniably cool and cohesive. Having the Ruffian immortalized as a Hot Wheels diecast would mean that in a very meaningful and surprising way, I have achieved my lifelong dream of being a car designer. And hopefully the story of the Ruffian Hot Wheels would inspire future hobbyist builders. This is not my job. I don't have formal training. You can do this too. And that's what Hot Wheels Legends is all about.
He said that. Snoop likes that.
I like it. I like that he is the first designer today to use the word cohesive.
Ooh.
Yes.
Word of the day.
Well, you know what's interesting? This guy could work for one of the auto companies because it's not so outrageous. With the exception of maybe the flares, there's nothing on this that couldn't be on a production automobile. You know, it's so tastefully integrated. Everything is beautifully done. I like the fact it's still recognizable as a Mustang, but as you go over it, you realize, oh no, there's a lot of things that have been changed here. But yeah, it's really impressive.
The handles, this is custom handles. The black graphics are even reflective. You can't see that. Also,
or the scoop here.
The scoop is nice.
Does the door open?
The door does
Is
open.
it
Oh, is that bonus points?
Earlier there was a handle, but you still had to get it. Oh, look at that.
Look, it's not going to be tricked again.
Got burned by that other one.
Yeah, and the door bar here you can remove. So if you want to jump in, Snoop, I know you're all about steering wheels. He's still running the wood wheel.
I got to test
That's
this.
kind of a cool.
I love the wood wheel.
Wood grain gripping. Wood grain gripping.
Oh, we just dropped a new track called Ruffian. There we go.
You know something.
Bit hot fire.
Wood grain.
It shows why I am not a designer. If you said to me, we're going to integrate green, red, and black with some orange
Christmas.
in it, I would go, no, that's not awful. But you know, I like the fact that people can see things that I don't see. I'm not a designer. If I drew it, I go, no, red and orange, and no, that's. But it works beautifully on this.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it doesn't go over the roof. It just goes trunk, and
Right,
front.
right.
It's just
Accent.
It would just be too much. It was over the roof.
Yeah, it's
so he
accented
has an
perfectly.
excellent sense of taste. It's beautifully done. It almost looks like this is next year's Mustang. It looks
Okay.
like it could be.
That's
you know,
nice.
It's retro, but modern at the same time. I love that he kept the chrome bumpers.
You know what he didn't keep? The engine. Says a Chevy engine under the hood.
Yeah.
It's got a LS. I knew it. I knew it.
You got an
Bree,
LS.
you gotta love that though, right? I know you're a
Okay, no,
Chevy
no,
guy.
LS, Jay. Don't be mad at him. That LS ain't
Jay, it's okay.
I'll be
Calm
liberal
down.
up to a point.
Oh,
That
jeez.
LS, baby.
You know, I love this damn thing. Bree, you gotta love it. I mean, it's got power. I mean, some people, you know, this makes everybody happy, Jay.
He should have went and got him a Coyote or something.
There you go. Bree, back to you again, driver. I want to drive this thing.
I can't stop staring at these wheels. I
Right.
cannot stop staring at these wheels. These wheels are super clean, but I really like the fact that he has the roll cage in the car, but it's not obnoxious. I think
Right.
it's tucked pretty well, but there's still little glimpses of it that you get, and I really like that the door bar is removable because being somebody that drives a car with a roll cage on a regular basis, getting in and out is not fun
Right,
at all.
split your pants.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's definitely, every time I drive my car on the street, I'm
Dual
like, what am I
exhaust,
wearing today?
fuel
Yeah.
injected. This gonna be the bike club most requested.
The Ruffian.
Now, if you could find a
Boom.
way to rhyme
I just love
cohesive.
You work cohesive in no round?
We'll come back to that later. After the commercial.
We're getting a word in. Snoop got stumped by orange and cohesive. Orange or cohesive. Hey, also, air ride suspension. The stance is slammed down. Ted.
The stance is great. The fender flares are great. Going back to what Bree said about the interior, I love the fact that it's purpose built. But if you look at the inside, he kept the original dash, which is really cool. It looks still like you're in a classic car, and that to me is a really cool detail. The fact that he's not classically trained and he's just doing this as a hobby, amazing.
Yeah. Hat tip to him overall. It's a very impressive car. I love it. Hey, and just an FYI, we are up here. We did practice. Everybody got tested during COVID. So just an FYI, we did get tested, and that's and they all obviously came up negative. So just an FYI to the fans watching, if any concern as well, just given the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always those people that are watching. They're like, they're sitting way too close to each other.
Yeah, they
Way
about, we
too
5.5
close to
feet. We ain't 6. This look like 5.5.
Yeah.
Okay, now we 6.
We all got
COVID,
here
we're
nice
fine. VD, still on the.
You know, but that's why I stink. I'm like Pigpen. I keep my distance because you guys don't want to be near me because I smell so bad. All right, moving on. Let's go. 78 Mini Cooper V8. This thing is north border, so it's up there. It is again north of the border. This is the Speed Society U.S. Stop winner. This thing is pretty unique. Again, a vehicle I know I can't fit in. Joel Klausner raps out about the Mini Cooper V8. Yeah.
Oh, this is your car.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
My name is Joel Klausner, and I'm the proud owner of Herbie's evil cousin, the Mini. I'd probably have to define the Mini as sketchy, crazy, sick, one-off, show-stopping, custom, super wide-body Mini Cooper. When I first acquired the car, it was somebody else's project. But on this one, we had a lot of repairs to do and a lot of measurements to change. We had to do a lot to get it to fit the 18-inch wheels, the V8 small block in the back, the full air ride system, and the one-off custom wrap that defines the whole car. To have the Mini Cooper as a Hot Wheels diecast would just be crazy sick. Like, it would just be awesome. And not only to me, but to my kids who are already freaking out about how far this has gone. I couldn't imagine them walking into a toy store and seeing the Mini on the shelf. I think they would just be ecstatic.
The sketchy cousin of Herbie. You love that. Bree and Jay just asked you, oh, Bree, this is your car.
Yeah,
Sketchy is my favorite
got
word.
a Mini Cooper, right?
1,400 pounds, and it has a L79, 400 horsepower in the rear.
Oh my God.
Bree.
Dude, I already told you I have a thing for small cars. I love Mini Coopers. The fact that this Mini Cooper has 18-inch wheels on it, the air ride suspension wasn't like a slow air ride suspension. Like literally dropped completely. And the fact that the whole back half of the car just pops off like seamlessly so you can see everything because the engine is rear mounted.
Right.
It's great. I want to drive it.
The parachute, I'm just a little concerned functionally. If he hits the chute, it's just going to pull the whole rear end off. You know, it doesn't slow you down. It just stops you because, holy cow, where'd the rest of my car go? Brian opening a mold on this, a die cast. You know, I like the Herbie homage, but I think it could be something of its own because Herbie was a Volkswagen Bug. You know, Gabe, I know you're a Volkswagen guy. You know, and that is a wrap. That's, you know, I don't know if you guys caught that. That is a wrap. But what do you think? Opening the mold is a Hot Wheel.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we've done a lot of minis, but this is definitely unique. I mean, this thing's almost wider than it is long, right? The proportions are insane, right? I could definitely see this. And like you said, the whole back coming off, I'd love to actually do that in the die-cast. You know,
Make it
actually have that a
functional,
separate part that pops off.
Ooh,
Wow,
that'd be sick,
that'd be so cool.
Ted, I think we were talking about it yesterday. You almost, like you were saying, Brian, there, you'd almost have to, in the blister.
You can phase it front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Have you done that? Have you done that
We
before?
actually did that.
This could be the first.
Actually, we did these wide, what do we call them? The wide body ones that where they actually face the sideways.
All right, cool. I like it. And Snoop, I saw you vibing on this thing, man.
It's dope, man. Like, I love Herbie Love Bug, and just to see, he said his distant cousin. And
Sketchy. Let's clarify.
Sketchy.
Like, I don't know.
He got flavor with it, though. I like it. He got the 6.9 on the side, got the wrap on it, the rims, the drop top, the woo bop, and boo bop. I'm like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'd like to spin this.
Was that cohesive with orange?
No, I wouldn't go with it.
Gabe, what do you think of this thing?
I love that it comes apart, man. It'd be the only car that I don't get in, I put on. So it's, I could wear it.
Here's your 2021 Halloween costume. There you go. Like,
Right, he said
here
it, man.
comes Fluffy.
It's almost
sketchy
as wide-
cousin.
It's almost as wide as it is long. So.
Right? I love it. Yeah, I mean, this thing overall, and you can see the passion. He talks about his kids loving it and just overall, right? I mean, Ted, that's, again, just comes into it. You guys love that.
He had fun. He had fun building it. I mean, you can clearly tell he loves this car. I love the detail. If you look at the headlight on the front, he gave it a black eye. You know?
Oh, you know what?
Like there's a little bit of pan around the front headlight, which is hilarious. He's having fun with it.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's funny.
Damn, he sure did.
That's a great detail. Was that on the notes, or did you just notice that?
And that's not a paint, that's wrap?
Yeah,
that's a
Yeah,
wrap.
I was surprised by that.
That's a wrap.
That's amazing.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it's funny. To me, I think it would really sell it if it was moving.
Okay.
Because the proportions of it are so odd. It looks odd. It looks like a washing machine sitting there. You know, I mean, I don't mean that insulting. I mean, it looks like, but to see that moving, like doing an autocross and going, that's what would really sell it because it's such an odd shape.
Yeah.
It's so not proportional.
Yeah.
That I think that makes it fun.
Ooh.
That's a really good point.
Rolling in.
Yeah.
Rolling in. Sorry to cut you off. Moment of silence here. Look at this thing dripping. Dripping. This is, I mean, this is, you know, JDM.
Hot Wheel for real.
JDM meets GDM meets EDM playing on the radio, man. This thing is all over the place. I love this thing, right? I mean, this thing's beating the beat. We're going old school. This 07 Porsche Cayman S. This is owned by Dion Mascunana, I believe. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, but we're not butchering your car at all because this thing is just dripping style. We'll break it down here. I really love this car. But Dion, over to you. Tell us a little more.
Hey guys, Dion Mascunana here in Fountain Valley, California. Welcome to my garage. Behind me is my 2007 Tandem Cayman S. Now, if I had to describe this car in 1 to 2 sentences, it's a bit hard, but essentially, I took on this project as kind of like a DIY, build only at home, no help from shops, and I think I did good. When I initially got this car in 2015, it was already 8 years old. I surfed the web Saturday night. By Sunday, I already found my car, drove over there, checked it out, clean body, straight. So I'm like, all right, this is the car. And then 5 years later, is what you see right here. How would I feel if my car is immortalized as a Hot Wheel? Well, it would be amazing because growing up, all I did was just buy Hot Wheels, collect Hot Wheels. You know, I got the trucks, the wagons, the rat rods, the hot rods, the goofy cars that you see on TV. And I played with them all. It would be awesome for my car to become one of those Hot Wheels because growing up, you know, that was kind of like my dream. I wanted to build Hot Wheels cars for the road, and this is why most of my cars look crazy.
Ted, get up here. You're a Porsche guy. I mean, this thing is begging to be ripped on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be super honest. When I first saw this,
No, please lie to me.
you're pretty. You're pretty.
Oh, savage! I'm out. I'm being Jay now.
No, when I first saw this, I didn't like it on the screen or on paper. But when you see it in person, to me it was a little bit too boy racer. But you see it in person, and it is insane. Like the details, like you're saying, are insane. If you look at the back suspension, the Moton canisters there, just super well done. The fact that the hood, you can lift the trunk and the wing can still stay there, and it's a custom wing assembly. Just
the CNC, you still see it was milled,
so
right?
nice.
I like that.
Yeah, right. Totally.
It's raw. It's raw material.
It's amazing. This thing is super, super sweet.
And I like the tonal outside of the high vis. So silver next to kind of the gunmetal, next to the gunmetal there. But the high vis, I'm a sucker for that because that's racing.
You know, to me, if you said to me this was a factory race car, I would have guessed, oh, this come from Porsche? I mean, it's probably the most, what can I say, professional designed car we've seen today, in the sense that it looks like it came out of, it says Porsche Intelligent Performance. It looks like it came from the factory. It looks like if you drove this into one of those Porsche only meets with the 917s, I think people would think this was some kind of factory race car.
Yeah, the function is the fashion.
Yeah.
That's where you kind of like hat tip, DTM meets Pikes Peak. Meets
I might lose the white wall tire. I might lose the. That part of it doesn't quite work for me, but the rest of it, the way the flares are, I mean, each one of these is beautifully, beautifully done.
Yeah.
I mean, the fit and finish is amazing, and it does look like a factory race car. You know, a little slide window.
Yeah.
You know, these kind of things. The Ford GT has this. You can barely get like a Wendy's single patty. I know it's gonna. That's gonna.
Oh, wait, dude. Again, that's your stick. You gotta own it, man.
But hand me some of my fries.
But it does. It looks like it came. Somebody flew it from Germany and dropped it off here.
But also, it went through Japan because it's got Workmeisters on the corners. That's a proper JDM wheel you'd love on your Z, right?
I'm drooling right now. These wheels are so clean. I didn't even notice the white wall tires because the wheels are so clean. I've been staring at them the entire time. But another thing that I really like on this car is kind of like, I guess, the livery, how subtle it is. But
oh, you know what? What is it? What does it say? Can anybody see it? It's words.
It has a word
I
on
think
it, right?
says Porsche Intelligence Performance. Actually, that's a great point. We didn't even talk about the livery kind of subtlety of that. It says something. What does it? What does it mean? Is this like National Treasure? I feel like Nick Cage. Like, what does it mean? Snoop, can you dissect that? What's it say?
Gran Turismo.
All right, you're still working on that rap. I get it. It's all good. It's all good, Blair. Cohesive. It says cohesive.
Cohesive.
I really like this. The steering wheel. We're talking about the steering wheel, Snoop. If you want to go through here, I know you're a fan of touching the steering wheel.
I gotta touch it.
This thing actually flips up. We'll. I can't do it from here, but yeah, get up in there.
Longer than yours. Let me get it.
There you go. But it actually flips up, real racy. You could see, the shifter inside. This has that racing feel to. Oh, don't push that one. No, I'm kidding. Ejecto seat.
Just a motherfucker to push it through.
Hey, yeah. So as we are bouncing.
Yeah, he's still trying to find something to rhyme with cohesive.
Right.
This car yelled at me right when it came out. I feel like it just jumped out of a video game.
Okay.
I want to pick this car. I want to drive this car.
Right. Says Gran Turismo. I even like he says red, white, and blue on the Porsche.
Went up
on the
like
Stuttgart.
that?
On the Yeah. So that's what I was saying.
Tight.
Yeah, that's racy.
Can you drive like that?
No, gosh, no. Like, usually the Porsche badge there, Jay, German colors. Not case here. Did a little red, white, and blue. I like it.
That shit
All right.
real Hot Wheelish.
All right. Our last car.
Yeah, you could definitely fit burger patties through that little window, Jay.
Yeah.
All
Fry at a
jokes
time.
aside, that's practical.
A fry at a time.
That back end look nice too.
Our last finalist, our last entry, 13.
Wow.
One will win. And this one coming all the way from Southeast Asia. And I love the food in Southeast Asia, Gabe. And I don't know why.
I was wondering what you're.
I don't know.
It's either gonna be Asian or Mexican.
No,
we got you covered.
Food,
we got covered.
We got you covered.
Wasn't sure. He's like.
Because the United Nations over here. I love this. It's cool. I'm with it. All right, let's go to Malaysia for our last submission. This vehicle is deemed the Mercenary. There's no VO here, but this thing speaks louder than words. So here we go. Let's go to Malaysia. Oh, look at this. So this is a Morris Minor. This started off as a stock standard Morris Minor 1000, fully custom chassis, custom front axle out of a Volkswagen Beetle. powered by a Mercedes M119 V8 engine, 5-speed gearbox. The roof was chopped and replaced with a flat roof, converted to a coupe, so the B pillars were moved back. Custom handmade seats, custom made floor plan, custom fuel tank, Mercedes rear axle differential, 14-inch wheels. So again, that gives you an idea of scale since it's not here in the building. Adjustable suspension in the front. The build was done just last year, and he did it in 4 months. And this is what he says: built for himself, brought his vision to life. I don't know what kind of dreams this dude's having, but you know, I don't know if I want to be part of it, because this thing looks evil, even though it's a Morris Minor. Jay, what do you think of this?
Well, I love the period correct tires.
Okay.
I love the, sometimes you get a little tired of these awful wide tires, because when you actually drive a vehicle, the thinner the tire, the easier it is to steer in place on the road. It's not thumping along. And I like it. It makes it look like a car of the day, whatever that day is, even if it was yesterday. I mean, and of course the pipes up the side kind of remind me of the Munstermobile. Remember?
Yeah.
And it looks like it was built not here, because it has none of those
Mercedes
parts,
engine.
None of those parts are available here.
Right.
I mean, you probably can't get the big wide tires in Malaysia, so you go with what you have. I'm just guessing. But the Mercedes engine, Morris body, I mean, it's all parts you can't find here, and I like that. I like the creativity of it.
You conjured up something, and just watching some travel shows, they talk about Malaysian culinary experience is all about you work with what you have. That's exactly what he's done here. Look at, again, using raw metals, using raw materials. Brian, going to you, this is a whole new mold right here. What do we got?
we definitely haven't done this car. And like Jay said, I mean, like, you know, it feels like an American hot rod in the way it's done, but there's nothing American on it, and I really love that about it. And again, I'm really fond of these like quirky little European cars done up this way. So I love this thing. It's such a bold statement.
Look at that steering column. He's kicked back. That looks like Snoop's driving that thing.
That's Herman the Monster Card.
Right?
That's the only reason why that steering wheel would be coming out like that, because he was tall like that.
There's no way I'd be able to reach those pedals. Absolutely not. There's no way.
Yeah, you'd be like Short Round in Indiana Jones, right? Just like you need the wood on the pedal. Yeah, right.
Help
me, Jones.
This looks Barris-esque even, right? Would you say it's a Southeast Asian kind of Barris-esque ride?
Man,
That's
look
a
crazy.
sinister looking
It
car,
look
right?
crazy, like he going straight to hell.
It does have some Volkswagen parts on it. So Gabe?
I don't see them. I imagine they're in there.
The axles.
Nothing about that car says Volkswagen.
No? Not at all? Ted, what does it say to you though?
I mean, I think it's phenomenal. It looks like a chopper. It looks like
Yeah,
a bike.
like
right?
a bike.
It's pretty crazy. Shout out though to our Malaysian fans. I mean, the fact that we were able to have this be a global competition. The fact that we have cars coming in from Malaysia, awesome. We have a huge collector community out in Malaysia. So shout out to you guys. Thank you.
Shout out to that Malaysian hair community too. All the homegirls be getting that Malaysian hair, that weave game.
There we go. I like that. Just the hair. I'm going to need some eventually, right? I'm going to need some.
It's overrated.
You grew sunglasses. I mean, it's a great
Nice,
replacement.
right?
I like it. The sunglasses in place of hair. That's a weird flex, but okay. All right. You saw our 13 cars. All of them definitely deserving to be here. And just thank you to all the submissions all throughout 2020. It's been a wild, wacky year, but the cars are just as wild and wacky. So can't wait for 2021. But we'll find out in just a little bit who won overall and will be immortalized as a Hot Wheels diecast. But want to thank Hagerty, because we're excited to have Hagerty as a sponsor of the Hot Wheels Legends Tour finale. To celebrate car love, Hagerty has actually partnered with Hot Wheels to give away an RLC. That's a Red Line Club exclusive 1969 Dodge Charger RT Hot Wheels model to new users who register on the Hagerty community. So go to community.hagerty.com between yesterday and to November 22nd. The Hagerty community is a go-to destination for automotive forums, like-minded automotive fans. So go to community.hagerty.com, and there's just a few, so act now. Only 25 of these very rare. That Dodge Challenger is sweet. It dropped on IG the other day. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's
the attention to detail.
Yeah, and Brendan designed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Good job. Good job. All right, so here, let's take another quick look. Pay attention, Snoop. I know you're dialed in. These were our 13 vehicles, so we can look at them briefly once again. Remember, it seemed like forever ago, but we kicked things off with the whole Camino. Gabe.
DiscoVette, man.
DiscoVette?
DiscoVette.
Okay.
Wow.
Scorpion.
Scorpion, yeah, Ted. I mean, the Fiat, Jay.
El Camino, I thought the
Trans Am.
most.
That Trans Am.
Yeah.
The Imp.
Yeah.
Bring out the imp.
I like that imp. I like it.
You know
That
the
Apache,
Chevy
too. That thing's sweet.
Oh, my high school car. Hello.
There we go. Reunited. Again, the
yeah.
hero or the
Right.
villain. Bree, you want this thing, the ruffian. Again,
yeah.
Jay said green, red, black. It's almost
Sketchy.
Christmas time. Sketchy cousin. This thing, again, JDM, GDM, EDM. It's got all. And then we ended things
Herman
with an
Monster.
exclamation point. Right? That was awesome. So, again, thank you guys and gals so much for joining us here. Hot Wheels Legends finale. Here we go. I'm going to kick things off with you, Brian. And again, if you will, please, your 3, 2, 1. Also say what number vehicle it was in the lineup. So, you know, car number 3, blah. Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
Tough. You
I
put me
know.
on the spot
No
here.
pressure, bro, but
Okay.
you get to kick things off.
All right, number 3. I'm gonna have to go with for 3. I've got number 3, the Scorpion.
Okay.
It's just such an impressive build. I mean, Lewis does it again, like just such an incredible, unique construction and really stands out. I love that thing.
Yeah, the execution is really,
Yeah,
it's
the
just creative. I mean, I would say that's probably one of the most creative builds, and fabrication very unique.
Yeah.
All right, number 2.
Number 2, I'm gonna go with the Apache.
Apache.
58.
Okay, yeah, that was number 7. Number 7, the 1958
Yeah.
Chevy Apache.
And then
Why the Apache?
Yeah, it's such a bold statement. You know, I mean, like I can imagine that on shelf. You know, at this scale, just like it's so dramatic. Really stands out. That giant wing in the back, those 3 turbos, that stance. It's just
Got it
awesome.
all. He ordered
Yeah,
the whole catalog.
yeah.
All right, you're number 1. No
Yeah.
pressure. Again, you're director of design, and I mean, this comes with heavy weight.
I'm going number 1. I'm going number 5, the Pontiac Trans Am.
Okay.
You know, coming into this, I didn't think that was going to be my number 1 choice. You know, it's just all white. So, you know, from a deco standpoint, as we were talking earlier,
A little,
but what it lacks in deco, it makes up for in stance and detailing and that cage and shifting that motor back. Everything. It's just it's a dramatic statement in a different way than the Apache is, right?
I like it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna have to go with.
All right. Good. All great selections. Any order in any order is awesome. So Bree, going to you. Helmet hair.
Oh,
What do you
man.
got? By the way, you don't have helmet hair right now. You look great. I love
You know,
the hair.
honestly, I never really have helmet hair.
Okay. Well,
Honestly, I don't know where that name came from, but
you did spell it wrong, so maybe it's helmet is in a German sense. But go ahead. All right. So 3, 2, 1. Go
Oh
ahead.
man, this is tough, dude. My number 3 has to be the Apache,
Okay.
and I think that's only because of personal preference. I think it is one of the most impressive cars that I have seen today, but I'm not a fan of big cars. Like I want to drive this. I've never wanted to drive a truck so badly in my life.
Okay.
But it's just enormous. Like, it's
Yeah.
huge. It's
Big.
huge. But I really, really like it. I really appreciate it. I would love to drive something that's triple turbocharged. I just,
Right.
wow. Yeah,
All right.
that would be crazy.
Number 2.
My number 2 would probably have to be car number 11, the Mini Cooper with the V8.
Sketchy.
I love Sketchy. I love Sketchy. And I would love to see you guys do something like have that rear come off of it so that you can see everything. I love this car. It's so unique. The fact that he has 18-inch wheels on here, I'm still trying to understand how he made that happen. But car number one has to be that Trans Am. It has to be the Pontiac Trans Am. I would aspire to build something like that. I'm really into TIG welding. I love TIG welding. So just admiring the craftsmanship for the fabrication of this car. And I just want to stare at it all day. There's so many little details that I just want to nitpick everything and really digest this car.
Love it. Love it. All right. Well, that's 2 for the Trans Am. Jay, moving on to you. Again, this carries some weight.
Start with number 3.
Yes, sir.
Number 3 would be number 10, the Mustang.
Ooh, the
Only because-
Ruffian.
The Ruffian, because you can actually drive it. I like his whole ethos of the car. Something you can use every day. You could drive. You can run errands. You could go to the drive-in or the Cars and Coffee without, blowing people out with, I mean, a lot of these cars, you're like some deposed dictator's idiot son.
We get it. We get it. You got a car.
So to me, that'd be number 3. Number 2, I got to go with the Trans Am because I like the fact that it was white. Don't look at the paint. It's white, okay? White is the absence of color. Look at the build. So you focus right on the build, the whole exoskeleton. Look at that. I think that's fantastic. And my number 1 choice, because it's for Hot Wheels.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be a car I would drive, but I think it's the ultimate Hot Wheels car. It's El Camino.
Oh, the whole Camino.
El Camino, sorry.
Yep, no, it's all right.
I mean, very clever the way he did the roof. I haven't seen a 59 Chevy used that way ever.
No.
You know, integrating that tail light. I love the fact that it still has a quote El Camino pickup truck. I mean, you might get a little Barbie luggage bag back there. That's about it.
Right.
But I mean, to me, in terms of being Hot Wheels, it's the most outrageous and the most Hot Wheel looking car here. So that would be my #1 choice.
Keep in mind, creativity, authenticity, garage spirit, all these embody that, but some obviously more than others. So 2 Trans Am, 1 El Camino, and that's just #1. Snoop, you are doing some serious homework over here. Don't worry, you will pass either way, bro. So, I mean, again, this is multiple choice. I'm seeing it. I don't know what you're throwing over there. Still working on the rhyme there.
I got it.
With
Working on
cohesive.
He looked at my paper. He looked at my paper.
I spelled cohesive right finally.
With a K.
That's a over there.
Yes, K-O-hesive.
Cohesive. What you got?
So,
3, 2, 1. Number 3.
Coming in number 3, I got the 1958 Chevy Apache.
Okay, number 7.
Yeah, I like the Apache. I thought that was dope, and I thought that would be a great Hot Wheel because it's a truck, and I just like the way it looked, and I think breaking it down, small size would look even better. My second choice is that El Camino, man. That 59 El Camino. That just feels like a Hot Wheel. Like you could pull it back and it just runs, like those kinds that you pull back and they go. It felt like that to me. So
number 1, come from Snoop, the dog father. What do you
number
got?
1 is number 5, 1970 Pontiac Trans Am. You
Ooh-wee.
understand me? Out of Costa Mesa, California. That white on white is all right with me. All whitey then.
All right, that's 3 for Trans Am. Ted, no pressure, man. Again, shout out to all the owners, and actually, I'm gonna tell them later, but they're actually all watching right now. You can see them right there. They're watching, so don't say anything bad about their mama. All right, Ted, moving on.
So number 3, my third choice has to be car number 12, the Cam S. I think that was, again, like I said, just you look at it in person, you see the fit and finish, immaculate. Just such a great looking car. My number 2 car then goes to car number 3, the Scorpion. Lewis has done it again. I think he's, like I said, he's topped himself from when he won 2 years ago. Looks like a car straight out of Akira. Super cool. Which does leave
number
my
1.
number 1 car actually as number 5, the Trans Am.
Oh man.
It is. I mean, it's hard to deny something that just looks so good.
Okay, well, we might have a landslide. You know what, Gabe? It doesn't even matter. We don't. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Are you saying the Mexican vote don't count?
Oh, okay.
Saying?
Let's talk about let's talk about Legends Tour right now. Stay focused. Look at me. I'm a big taco. Look at me. Stay focused, bro. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What do you got? Number 3.
Not like it matters or anything.
Okay, let's go. Moving on, bro. I'll give you all the Hot Wheels air fresheners you want.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Number 3 for me was that Ruffian. You know.
Okay, the Ford Mustang, yeah.
Number 7.
Number 10. Number 10. The Ford Mustang Ruffian.
Yeah, that car. When I saw the photo of it, it didn't do it justice. When I saw it in person, I was like, this is a sick car. I really like it. Out the gate, I was feeling that DISCOVETTE.
Okay.
It really spoke to me.
That's number 2?
Yeah, that's number 2.
DISCOVETTE's number 2.
Number 2.
Okay, DISCOVETTE.
And number 1, I gotta go El Camino, because again, that car just screams Hot Wheels to me. It's like, it's not something I'm gonna see at a Starbucks, but I would love to be able to see it on a mantle or be able to see it in a toy box, and it looks like a toy. It looks like something you wanna have fun with.
Yeah, and that's the new film is Jay and Fluffy instead of Thelma and Louise. It's Jay and Fluffy and the whole Camino holding hands.
We both picked because ours are legal votes. I don't know.
Jay, we left that yesterday. Okay.
Until we know what the hell is
Okay,
going on.
all right.
You
know what? You know who does win? You know who does win? And your votes do count. Courtesy of all of our judges. It's been a true pleasure. Again, we're going to find out in a little bit. But you know what? You guys can actually, walk off stage here. Ted, you're going to stay up here because I'm going to go play some pinball. I'm going to go play some pinball over here. So thank you guys. Grab a water. Come join me over here. Have you seen this thing? It's been over here all show. Yeah, man. Hot Wheels Pinball, built by American Pinball Machine Company in Illinois. Snoop's going to play some with me, too.
I ain't played pinball in years, man.
So this is the Hot Wheels American Pinball Machine. All right, so Snoop, we're going to get you one of these?
Till, you know I'm getting one. It's going to my house later on tonight.
That's what's up. So this thing, you know these things are limited edition, right? I mean, they only make so many, and holidays are coming up. So we actually kept a few to the side for Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels Legends fans. Yeah, man. So this is out. You can see. Look at the screen.
This is dope.
Right?
They didn't upgrade it. This
Right?
is an upgrade.
This is upgrade. So Hot Wheels, American Pinball. They kept some aside. All you have to say is, I saw it on Legends. And if you do that and purchase one and say, I saw it at Legends, you're going to receive the 2020 diecast of the winner of Legends Tour.
I saw it at Legends.
Yep. He's already working it,
Hello.
man. You know one will probably show up tonight. Maybe even this one.
So dope. They got the cars in there.
Right? It's pretty dope. And do you have any pinball machines?
Yes, I have one old pinball machine at my spot that I kept. I didn't get rid of it.
Right? So again, say I saw it at Pinball, or sorry, I saw it at Legends, and when you order this, built, proudly made in the USA, Illinois, the home of Silver Ball. I got it locked. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Extra ball.
You locked
so
in.
earlier, just a little bit ago, we had the Hot Wheels pinball machine sweepstakes. Oh, what? So if you're paying attention about the Hot Wheels sweepstakes, your winner of the Hot Wheels pinball machine sweepstakes, courtesy of American Pinball and Hot Wheels, the winner is Ricky Kale from Grand Junction, Colorado. Shout out to Ricky. Ricky Kale just won.
Slick Rick.
That's what's up.
Congratulations, baby.
There you go. Ricky Kale gets the pinball machine or whatever prize he's got from American Pinball. Again, check him out. Say, I saw it at Legends, and you will receive the 164th Hot Wheels Legend winner here 2020 with your pinball machine. All right, Snoop, go grab some water. I'm going to head on over here. Oh, man. Ted, look at this trophy. I'm seeing the lack of a vehicle.
You know, this is where we got to put the vehicle that wins today. A real Hot Wheels car will be made out of today's winner. So super cool.
Man, the overall, the Hot Wheels Legends 2020 presented by Mobile One, all our hosts, all our websites. It's been a tremendous year. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Just having fun with guests, digitally and now physically here to be at Jay Leno's Garage. Thank you, of course, to Walmart, Mobile One, Haggerty, the new Mustang Mach-E. Thank you to Hot Wheels for curating an event. Just 3 years ago, celebrating 50 years of Hot Wheels, and here we are. I'm looking forward to 2020 already.
This is thank you, Jared, for a phenomenal job. I think we, obviously this year is a unexpected turn of events, but we turned around. We have these virtual tours. You've been a great host. Thank you so much. Again, thank you to all the judges here today, Jay for hosting us in this garage. And thank you to the fans. That's the big thing. The fans, everyone who entered a car. We had over 10,000 cars entered for this competition, hundreds of thousands of viewers. So phenomenal. Thank you to everyone who is showing your passion and fandom for Hot Wheels.
Awesome. Again, so many submissions, so many good times. And you know what? All our finalists are on Zoom right now. So, hey, what's up, guys? What's cracking, guys and gals? Look at that. You know what? Congratulations to all you guys. In my mind, all y'all are winner, right? Okay, round of applause for all you guys. There can be only one, but 13 awesome vehicles. And I love the international aspect this year. So we, with the unfortunate lockdown, our footprint went bigger, man. We had to improvise, right? So, Ted, you got the trophy, 2020 Hot Wheels Legend, presented by Mobile One. Again, thank you to Walmart. To hand it over to you, Ted. Who is our Hot Wheels Legends?
All right, are we ready for the announcement? Here we go. The winner of the 2020 Hot Wheels Legends Tour event is the Pontiac Trans Am.
Yeah!
Congratulations!
Let's get over there, baby! Oh, man. All right, Snoop, you didn't win the car, bro. Chill out.
Hey, man.
Look at this thing. You still got to pay the taxes, though. That's what they always get you. Yo, Riley Stair. Riley, are you there? You are just down the freeway. Just come join us and party. Riley, you are a humble man.
Dude.
Where's
my car?
Hey.
What's my tattoo say?
Hang out till I come get it.
Yeah, right? He says he said you could drive, Snoop, he said you could drive it down there, right?
Can I roll it?
Yeah.
I won't leave it foggy.
That's okay.
No
the windows are down. The windows are down, man.
The smoke is burnouts. But not when Snoop shows up. I actually say that all the time during Formula Drift. Riley, here you are, man. Did you think you'd win this thing?
I honestly, you can ask my folks. I didn't think I was gonna win. Looking at the lineup of cars, first off, I was hoping I would get this chance, but I didn't know. But I wanted to thank all you guys for the kind things you said about the car and about me and the build. I can't thank you guys enough. It means a lot to me. But no, I honestly didn't. you know, talking to my folks and my friends, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna win, but getting here and getting, you know, you guys to see the car and hear what you guys say was that was the ultimate goal for me, and to actually win is I'm as surprised as anybody.
Well, here it is. You can see it. This is one big blister pack that it's going to be in, and now we're going to shrink down your car. I'm not Willy Wonka, but we're definitely creating a chocolate factory here and just a good time and a place of adventure. So thank you for your contributions in the automotive world, man. Is there anybody you want to thank just real quickly here?
Oh, I mean, I'd love to thank my parents. Obviously, their support, it was built at their house, and without them, it couldn't have happened. You know, I'd like to thank the gentleman that built the engine, Vibrant Performance, people that have kind of helped me out along the way. You know, and honestly, again, thanks to all of you guys for your kind words, and everybody that's kind of, you know, seen the car and you know, and appreciated it and said kind things about it. You know, but
yeah,
there's a bunch of people that have ultimately gotten me to where I am, you know, via, you know, either their help or their advice, you know, and ultimately just kind of having my back on a lot of stuff. So I appreciate it.
Riley, real quick, Jay has a question for you.
Hey, Riley, congratulations. Quick question. Did you ever throw a wrench at anybody while you were building this?
Anybody? No.
See, there you go.
A lot of inanimate objects.
Real guys don't have sparks flying. They don't throw wrenches at people. So congratulations, my friend. Just beautifully engineered, beautifully built. It's really fantastic.
Thank you. I can't say I appreciate it so much. Thank you very much.
Hey, let's all get behind the car so we can see this thing, and we're going to send it off here. Here it is, your Hot Wheels legend, winner of 2020, Riley Stair, and the Pontiac Trans Am. Yeah. There you go. Round of applause. Thank you, guys and gals. Hot Wheels Legends 2020 Tour is a wrap, presented by Mobile One. Thank you to Walmart. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you to all our judges, Jay, Snoop, Fluffy, Brian. We got Bree as well as Ted. Thank you so much. I'm Jared Dienda. Send it. We'll see you online, and we'll see you another time.
See you.